Yeah. I think we should bring on the next group of players because I'm really excited to see their faces.
Group 8, get in here. Turn on your cams. Turn on your microphones. Here we go. Oh, look at all these beautiful and familiar faces. Wow.
Hello.
Let's go.
Kia ora.
So there is just one new face in here. So Pixie is going to be. Oh, sorry. Do you want to be Pixie or do you want to be Matt?
I don't care.
He doesn't care. We've got our final TM. He does not care.
My pronouns are death and destruction.
We'll call him, please, no. Not the face.
That's excellent. I can't wait to see how this goes. So, we are going to leave you to it. Have yourself an excellent time. There will be no break. So the next time you see Jules and I will be the end of the show when we're here to congratulate everyone, say all the thank yous, and draw our last prize draws. Good luck, Group 8. You have definitely earned this.
Let's do it.
Bye.
Yes.
Thank you.
In the spirit of the stream thus far, I've made sure to get a bad sleep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What a sleep.
And I'm not going to waste any time. Obviously, all of you have made appearances so far through the stream, but for those who, for whatever reason, might not have been able to tune in for a full 21 straight hours, if you guys could all go down the list and introduce yourselves. Let's start from start in the order that everyone came in from. So, slot 1, who are you? Who are you?
Hi, I'm Melody Shea, a Tabaxi Bard of Eloquence, and I'm here to ruin your day with some really terrible insults and some really horrible dad jokes.
And how did you get here? What is your last recollection from
my
the time
last
before?
recollection? I was in hell, running away from a Balrog that split into two giants that were singing Kumbaya, and my friend chicken that turned into a man had a compass, and I grabbed his hand to try and get him out of the world, and then we were just separated somewhere else.
Slot 2, who are you? How did you get here?
Hi, I'm Dex. I will be playing Third of the Litter, also known as Litter. I am the forgotten middle child of the Tabaxi crew in slot 2. I am a open paw monk. My last recollection was receiving a necklace with a large pendant and a book with an odd cutout in the middle that somehow fits this said pendant, surrounded by my brothers and sisters and auntie, as we had just finished letting a small village free of the magical captor.
Slot 3, who are you? How did you get here?
I'm Solstice, and the last thing I remember was taking the hand of a goblin who had given me this little hat and turning around and waving goodbye to my friends as I stepped through a gateway to come here.
Slot 4, who are you? How did you get here?
I am the professor, and the last thing I remember, we had an epic skyship battle with a giant pink monkey, and we were able to arrest them, and we brought them back for questioning, and then I took an egg that had hatched into some sort of acid-spewing eldritch creature, and left my dear friends behind.
Slot 5, who are you? How did you get here?
I am a fun guy, Hardspore. I was fighting a flesh dragon made up of smaller creatures, and I picked up the medallion after we killed it, and I am here now.
Slot 6, who are you and how did you get here?
Kia ora, everyone. I am Purdie, and I'll be playing Baby the Goliath Barbarian. So what was happening is that we were in hell, right? And then we were just like fighting this kraken, and then it had this big green stone, and then the wizard somehow took it from me. He's so strong. So then I took the wizard, then pulled a lever, left everyone to go fight Arkan the Cruel, and also Vecna was there for some reason. We jumped into a truck called Spike, and then I just disappeared with the stone and ended up here with all these beautiful faces.
Unlucky last. Slot 7. No. Did I just skip a slot?
No.
No, good, good. I told you I wasn't lying about that bad sleep. Slot 7. Who are you and how did you get here?
I'm Dizza. I fought a big
dragon with my friends in an office building. And I got this bell-bottom disco thing from a big scary thing called Lake and got taken away.
Great. I feed off your pain. If you can all pop your tokens down on the map on Roll20, you should be able to see said map. If not, something's gone horribly wrong. I can't see anyone's tokens. Have you guys all put your tokens on the map?
No,
Are we on the
agree with
correct page?
We're on the
the
home
bisexual
page.
wizard still.
Yeah.
Okay, we should be on. We should be on the G8 page. Not sure why we're not.
Is the player flag on it?
No, and I'm not sure why
Drag
not.
the
There we
player
go.
flag
Let's get the old drag drop
Oh,
in.
oh.
Look at that,
Yes.
beautiful.
We love
So
those.
simple, so brilliant. The wonders of modern technology. Go ahead and put
look,
your
it's so
tokens down.
dusty. Oh, that's me.
How do I put a token down? I didn't have to do it last time.
Click on the little newspaper in the top right, and you should see your tokens just below under Group 8 player
Yeah,
stuff.
Group 8 player stuff should all be in there.
Oh yeah, there it is. Very good.
Wonderful. As
And then
you all, I'm just gonna adjust you guys down a little bit. As regardless of the last thing you remember, you all find yourselves essentially apparating into this space. You immediately recognize the surroundings of the library, though in a state of disrepair that you are unused to. Of course, it is an eternal space. Usually that means the trappings of time don't affect it, but here you see pottery that has crumbled. You see cobwebs with no obvious source of spiders. You see papers that have become mothballed and moldy. A peculiar space somewhere within this library that time does, in fact, seem to affect. And you also see a figure stood behind the desk. I don't actually have a token for that figure, which is great planning on my part, because I realize if I put it in now, that would be a spoiler.
Ooh.
Let's get a nice placeholder in. How about we go for that? That should pop up in just 1 second. It is the same gentleman that has, at various points, set you all off across the multiverse through your various doors and windows to find whatever object it is you managed to bring back. It should load in a second. He's looking down at his papers and finally looks up at you all. It's more than just the 7 of you. There is also a chicken turned man.
Johnny.
There's a chicken turned man. There we go. That token should be in now. And curiously, a small goblin holding a stack of books. The first thing that breaks the silence is the goblin, who, in a moment of sheer panic, having recently reapparated here, takes like 3 steps forward, goes, ha! Ha! And immediately is petrified to stone as the gentleman behind the desk makes a quick gesture with his hand. The books that the goblin was carrying collapse onto the floor. As the gentleman places his hands down, looks up at you all. It is nice to experience the flow of time once in a while. That is why I come here.
What?
It is nice because waiting is what makes an outcome so sweet. One cannot wait without the presence of time itself. But I am done waiting. My long years of waiting are over, and I have you all to thank for it. You have all procured me something, and for that, you have my eternal thanks. For that, you will have a significant role to play in the future of all things, in the beginning of a new time. No doubt by now you have all felt it. The same thing I feel every day. Perhaps I should introduce myself properly. I do not have a name. There was no mother birthing me to give me one. You are within me at all times. The multiverse is me, and I am the multiverse. Our births inextricably tied. And no doubt you have felt it all now. The roiling, abhorrent chaos of the whole thing. You travel through it, you traipse, you romp as though it is a great joy, a great fun. But when that is you, when that is inside you at all times, it is agony, endlessly. But not anymore.
Someone has an inflated ego.
Litter without any form of hesitation is down on all fours. His back is hunched up. His tail is a feather duster of just explosion energy. His ears are laid back, and he is on the verge of a very, very angry hiss. Not having encountered any of this before, any of these people, and this guy is kind of scary. So he's that feral cat that is literally backing up and is about to like fight or flight mode right now.
Yeah, fantastic. Obviously, a number of you all arrived with relics. And the gentleman who's been speaking, by the way, if any of you haven't yet, do make sure you refresh everything, spell slots, health, etc. You have had a long rest as far as I'm concerned. Mainly because if you haven't, you're going to die straight away.
Oh boy.
Good to know.
As the gentleman sees this and appraises you all, and it's like for the first time, like there has not been any previous conception of you being anyone in particular. Well, my thanks and my gratitude then. It is time for me to begin. It is time for me to end this thing and finally create something with purpose, with intention. Something that can quiet the chaos. It is time for this wretched, tumorous multiverse to be excised from reality and a new one to be born in its place.
Wait. You're going to get rid of the universe?
Just
And
lean over towards
he lifts
Solstice,
his
like, "It's
hands
gonna be
up,
us?"
lifts his hands up, his eyes
My friends!
roll back into his head, and his face and hands start to glow this sort of acrid green. And all of the relics that you have all brought with you also begin to glow. I would like everyone to roll initiative, which is a fancy way
no.
of saying I am going to roll initiative for everyone.
Don't forget to click your tokens first.
Yeah, click your tokens, everyone, before you hit the roll initiative
Awesome.
button.
I have advantage, so just please choose whatever is my highest number.
Just do the automatic initiative roll if you can.
Oh. Yeah.
12.
Oh, okay. It was meant to be an 18, but it turned to a 5 on the advantage. So go back to the 18.
Oh no.
But basically,
Um,
it doesn't have a name plate.
I can
Apparently.
alter that manually, so that should just work.
Oh yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. Love
Oh.
that better. That's far nicer.
That's the advantage of being a DM, is I'm God in all things. I can change numbers at will.
You're better than the gods. You control the gods.
Are we angering the gods now? What is happening?
I don't
All
know,
right.
but I think we gave God into tradition, and now he's gonna poop us out.
Is everybody all rolled in and ready to go?
Yes.
Yeah, Captain.
Looks like we're short one. Who are we short? Yeah, one person hasn't rolled an initiative, and I can't quite tell who.
No, there's 7 there.
There's 7
Is it
there.
you?
Oh,
Plus-
one of them's
plus
the bad
one,
guy.
yeah, plus an enemy. So there should be 8 in initiative. There is only 7. Deza?
Baby?
No, Deza's the yeah,
I'm
baby.
good.
Baby. No,
I can see me. I mean,
Oh, baby's rolled twice. We've got Melody, Dusty, Baby, Fun Guy.
we don't
the
have
Professor.
Melody in the actual turn
Oh.
order. That's
Why
what
is
it
it
is.
not there?
Okay, Melody, click on your token and roll it that way.
Okay.
Because then it'll automatically go into the turn order that we have lined up. And without any further ado,
Did that show up?
okay, yes. And now let me just go ahead and
Cool, it's better
reorder
than it
that.
was.
You see this happen. His eyes and face and hands start to glow. The relics also start to glow and shift. you see them kind of morph ever so slightly. The amulet that was brought in, I can't remember who last had that, but it starts to sort of lift and sort of drift off the last person who had it. The compass begins to float and spin in the air. The gold medallion, similarly so. The sort of hatched, what had been the hatched egg, you see the creature remorph again as though it's constantly shifting through a life cycle from a sort of aged to matured to birth back to an egg as it shifts at an ever increasing pace until it petrifies into an egg shape. The lodestone that came in as well sort of sat in the middle of this space. If you see where this red circle is, it had sort of already kind of fallen out into that space, and you see this jut of red, almost fleshy mass, like the red carpet is suddenly turned into viscera, and gore spikes upward and cradles it, and then solidifies into a kind of glassy red shape. The books that Snibbly Boblin had on his person that spilled out as he tripped forward and petrified all start to lift and glow and convalesce into a single giant tome. And the zombie, I don't know how else to describe it, the creature that had come through with names are really hard. I'm going to forget people's names. Come to peace with that now. The creature that had come through with Deza, you realize only now looking around, was stood behind you, sort of near to what would be perceived as the entrance to this chamber, and swells and grows in size until it takes on this statuesque proportion. It sprouts extra arms, extra limbs, some of which are holding shields and swords and glaives, and some of which are holding harps and holding books and all manner of objects, and then freezes in place like this epic sculpted statue. First up in the initiative is Fun Guy. The relics are slowly starting to move. Those that aren't otherwise fixed in place are slowly starting to move towards the gentleman at the far side of the room. This is your opportunity to interact with these relics and figure out what it is they do before they actually come into play. If you can touch one, you can spend what it does. That is going to tell you the full stat block of what it is, what it's going to be able to do, and how it may be able to be disabled in future. I would recommend that you do a little bit of that. But Fungi, you're first up.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Wonderful. Which relic do you want to go after? We have 7 in
I
total. Just so you guys have a quick rundown off the top of your heads: amulet, compass, medallion, egg, lodestone, books, and statue.
was holding the gold medallion.
Yeah, cool. So you sort of like pour out into the air and get a hand on it before it starts to float away from you. And you're spending your action to examine what it is and what it does.
Yeah.
So did you say amulet or medallion?
It
I had
wasn't
the
an
amulet.
Okay, so you're the medallion.
medallion,
Wonderful.
yes.
Yeah, while this, so keep in mind, none of these relics are actually active yet, but this is what they will do for you. And this is a very peculiar feeling. Essentially, as you touch it, it's almost like having a second mind connected to your brainstem. You're able to process a wellspring of information that comes from a source that is very much not your own. This is an instantaneous learning, an understanding that goes beyond what you would have otherwise known or even had the capacity to know. While this relic is active, whoever is wearing it heals half of all damage dealt to it each round. It can be destroyed with a single instance of at least 30 necrotic damage.
Oh,
Anything else on your turn?
I was I remember that I actually had another entity in my body, so there is 2 people in here, but I don't know where that other person went. I don't think I have anything else for my turn.
All right, Melody, you're up. What's happening? And baby, you'll be next in initiative.
Right, I'm going to reach out towards the compass because I came with it, and I would like to learn about it.
Yeah, cool. Compass. So this is going to be a fun one. The compass is essentially the relic of fate, predetermination, the nature of time itself. You notice of all the relics, it's the only one that seems to be actually doing anything in this room, as in still functioning in any capacity. While it's active, instead of each rolling dice on your turn, at the start of the first round, everyone is going to roll 2 d20s, and we're going to add them to a pool of dice, and anytime you need to make a roll, instead of rolling, you're going to pick dice from that pool, including the creature you're fighting. All d20s will come from that pool. The relic cannot be destroyed outright. It can, however, be disabled as an action if it is possessed by somebody who has divination magic. Anything else on your turn?
I would like to turn to Johnny and say, well, it looks like we're clocked.
Oh boy.
All right, next up, baby.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go dive both hands straight onto that Kraken's lodestone and try to open my mind and
You
learn
open
some
your minds to the
information.
lodestone. Opening your mind may have, in fact, been a slight mistake on this one.
Absolutely.
As in,
That's what I do.
It is inextricably tied to the other, the outer forces that exist beyond the perceivable and the material. Perhaps to a mind of higher dimensions, what you perceive makes some amount of sense, but to you it is absolute scrambled gibberish. You're unable to truly ascertain the nature of the item itself, what it may be capable of, how it may be destroyable.
I got a dud.
The only thing you're able to understand is this is a very direct and very uncomfortable meeting point between this perceivable dimension and all of those unknowable things that exist beyond what you and your ilk can perceive. The space is thin.
Fantastic. I look
Anything
around
else on your
everyone
turn?
else. Yeah, I look around to everyone else and I'm like, okay, guys, this one is exciting. I want to find out what's on the other side. And then I look and I'm like, all right. And I pull out my mole, my 2-handed mole that just looks like a pile of junk. I'm like, let's do this. And I rage.
What everyone
Making eye
else-
contact with the guy at the front.
What everyone else hears is, and then rage. After touching
Yes!
this mind-scrambling thing.
Mind scrambled. We love that.
Which brings us to, on its turn, 2 things are going to happen. First, it sort of waves one of its hands. The books that Snibbly Boblin was carrying, that sort of convalesce into the single giant tome, it's already kind of floating in the air. It whizzes towards the gentleman and sort of hovers just above his outstretched hand. He opens his eyes. He starts to mumble something. It's a language that none of you can even come close to recognizing, but it sounds ever so slightly familiar to all of you in all the languages that you would know. This is something fundamental, something primordial. It's like the numbers 1 to 10 if you're fluent in algebra. It is foundational to linguistics itself. Speaks in this language. Jen, Professor, you may just barely recognize this as a very, very powerful spell. He points towards, what was the chicken's name? Remind me real quick.
Johnny.
Johnny? Okay, he's going to point towards Johnny and cast Power Word Kill.
Can I attempt to
Does that count
spell?
as cutlery? Because Johnny has a special fated thing from the audience that is immune to all damage except for cutlery.
It does not deal damage. It simply kills you. Yeah.
No!
Hey, It's better that it's
Now I want you to
Johnny and
think
not one of us.
hard about whether you want to counterspell this.
I don't have
Johnny!
spell. I can't do anything.
And actually, Jen, you can't counterspell until you've had a turn. You don't have a
Right.
reaction until you've had your first turn.
I'm still surprised.
As this goes off, and in an absolute instant, Johnny just and is gone completely.
He had a theme song.
Solstice, you're up.
Is the knowledge that the others are learning shared knowledge?
I'm assuming that you guys are taking the opportunity to communicate this out loud where possible.
I tried.
Aside
I
from
tried to tell you.
the gibberish lodestone.
I'll commit to it.
I would like to stride up and take possession of the compass if I can.
Yeah, sure. So somebody has already analyzed the compass, but you can
Yes,
like
I
grab
do
it and
have
hold on to it.
divination magic, and
Okay,
I can
cool.
profit effects. Guidance is a divination spell.
Cool. So it's not active yet, which means it's not yet destroyable and disableable. Just letting you know, but you do have possession of that.
Yeah, I want to
Cool.
put that somewhere safe.
Yeah, brilliant. That's on your person now, and
Fantastic.
as you grab it and get a hold of it securely, it stops sort of having the same glow as the sort of miasma around this gentleman's hands.
As a question, does my hat still automatically return to my head as soon as it's pulled off?
I assume so. I have no indication otherwise.
Can I put it under the hat so that it can't get out?
Yes, but just keep in mind
I'll
that
just
can
keep it
still
on
be
myself,
removed.
yes.
The thing could still come out from under it, but yes.
I will keep the compass securely on my person.
All right.
And for a bonus action, I will cast Shillelagh just in case I need to hit something.
Yeah,
with a
sure. Deza, you're up. We got a lot of fights to get through as well, so let's crank on. Deza, you're up.
Okay.
Want to move
I'll
back as
touch
well.
the thing I came with.
What was the thing you came with?
The bell-bottom statue thing.
Cool, yeah, so you run up to the back and you touch the statue. The very nature of this is unclear and uncertain, but you feel a sense of familiarity to it. And what class are you? Remind me.
I'm a fighter.
Yeah, you feel a sense of familiarity to it, and as you touch it, from your perception, the several of its arms kind of fade away out of your field of view until it's sort of stood with a shield and a sword sort of lifted high, and with the sort of plated helmet and everything on. And you feel as though it's a representation of your own likeness. The exact nature of it is a little bit hard to perceive beyond that, but it is perceptible to the audience. It's not active yet, but once this relic is active, the gentleman is going to get access to a series of legendary actions. This relic will be disabled if we raise $2,000 within this block.
Oh, come on.
That's not active just yet. So don't quite go donating to it, but soon, my child. Anything else on your turn?
I'll get out my shield and hammer and just prepare.
Good call. Litter, you're up.
Okay, Litter is going to use his free action to proclaim $11,000. You guys are freaking awesome on the fundraising. And as an action, he is going to reach up and grab the amulet that is coming off of his neck. He's going to grab that firmly with one hand.
Yep, cool. And you're taking an action to analyze that?
Yes, sir.
This is some manifestation of the afterlife, undeath, metaphysical matters pertaining to the soul. It can be worn, and once it becomes active, whoever resurrection magic will not work on anyone except the person in possession of the amulet. It can, as far as you can tell, be simply destroyed through some amount of damage. The exact amount is unclear, but it is inherently destructible.
Okay, so then he is going to use his absolutely insane movement speed because Tabaxi Monk and all of that jazz. he is going to use his full movement to move right up next to his friend at the altar here,
Yep, let's go for it.
and then is going to bonus action patient defense. So use a key point to take the dodge action.
Good call. Cool, which brings us to Professor. And Fungi, you'll be next up.
Will reach out desperately for the egg that keeps changing and changing shape and sort of grasp onto it like a hug. Don't let me go. To find out what it does.
So as much as the gold medallion is tied inextricably to the sort of the positive half of the planar structure, this is the negative half of the planar structure. While it's active, all radiant and force damage will manifest as necrotic. It can be disabled, as far as you can tell, by a simple dispel magic once it is active. It can also be destroyed through radiant damage, but also will itself turn radiant into necrotic. Anything else on your turn?
And then she is going to take a couple of steps back.
Yep.
And looking around at the position of these various objects, she would like to, not this turn, but line up possibly for her next chance to attempt to net or capture as many as she can within a wall of force.
Okay. That may be as simple as just sort of creating a line across the room, assuming that a wall of force will in fact stop these items as they move. Yes. It's unclear as of yet. Which brings us to the top of the next round, Fungi.
Can I just make sure?
Also, sorry, before that happens, at the start of this round as well, the lodestone, the bizarre otherworldly lodestone, sort of whizzes out towards the gentleman stood at the far end of the room and begins sort of hovering around his body almost in orbit. Fungi, you're up.
Do I need to take an action to grab the medallion? Am I holding it?
Yeah, you would need to take an action to sort of take full possession of it. Yes. Okay.
Can I just double check what it does? Does it heal half of all health?
Yeah, all damage. Yeah. In a given round, it will heal half of all damage that is dealt to its possessor at the end of each round, and it can be destroyed with a single instance of at least 30 necrotic damage.
At least a single instance of at least 30 necrotic damage. Okay. I will grab and take possession of the medallion.
Okie dokie. Which brings us to Melody.
I would like to pull out my fiddle, and I would like to sing, Johnny, little buddy, I'm so sorry, mate. Thought you'd be here forever, but that was not your fate. Gone in an instant, I can't quite comprehend. Don't worry, little buddy, you will be avenged! And I'm going to cast Unsettling Words on the wizard at the top of the dais. Pretty much, this is a bonus action. Pretty much, they have to roll a d10 and subtract it from any saving throw they make before my next turn.
Okie dokie.
And
is he going to save against that immediately?
He doesn't save against it, it just happens.
Okay, cool.
But his next save that he makes, you subtract a d10.
Okay, cool.
And I'm just going to back up over here. So I'm further away.
Cool.
I'm still holding onto the compass, if that's
Sounds
possible.
good. Which brings us to Baby. What's up?
Okay. So, Litter, I believe you had the amulet of the resurrection thing. Did you take that with you all the way away? Awesome. You just delivered it to the bad guy. Love that for all of us. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know if I can destroy these, so I start going for a light jog. And I'm going to come up around, oh my gosh, hang on, I'm so zoomed out. Let's go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 to here. And then I'm like, contemplating, do I keep going or do I just yeet some javelins? I'm like, well, you know, like, let's get this party started. And I just like pull out some javelins, spin them around my hands, and just throw.
Yeah, go for it.
These are
Make an-
regular javelins. They're just
Cool.
basic bitch javelins.
Make an attack roll, and I'm trying to keep abreast of all the donations that have rolled already, because there is a whole lot here.
I'll take that 11 points of piercing. Just regular piercing.
It's a crit.
It's a crit.
Double it.
Yeah,
Was
so,
it already
you roll double dice. Roll
Yeah,
double
oh,
dice.
did it not double
No,
already
it
for me?
didn't roll crit.
It didn't
No,
roll crit.
it does. No, that's what the 10 plus 1 is.
Yeah.
The 10.
1d6 plus.
Oh, I see. The
four.
additional
Yeah.
one was the
Oh,
additional
yeah.
one.
The additional
That's heartbreaking, but 11 damage.
It is.
Hey,
I'm used to
you
it.
might
I'm
as well
pissed.
take it.
I throw that and I'm like, okay, let's go again. And I throw the other one in my other hand.
As
Let's
it
go.
does seem to bodily connect with the. He doesn't stop, but it does very bodily connect with him.
Okay. It felt satisfying. I love satisfying. I'm just doing this regularly, by the way. I
Yep.
learned from my last move not to do always recklessly. So an 18 on the second one.
An 18 will hit.
Oh, that was a hand axe, my bad. But it will be the same stats, so never mind. We'll just pretend it's a javelin.
Cool, just an outright 6. Wonderful.
Yeah. Like,
Alright.
huh! Like, just look at everyone else, I'm like, yeah, flex a little.
It sort of looks up at you, the eyes still glowing, the same acrid green, and is going to move very calmly. This is like slasher film killer, just walking across the room, pacing almost candidly.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
gonna
what you
move
want, my friend. You want to come here. Let's go. You and me
over
are
to
ready to
here.
rumble.
There we go. Come on now, move for me, will you? It's because
Your
I am
character's
using
still
the
speaking
ruler tool.
gibberish.
Yeah, probably.
Moves over to here.
I am trash
Would I-
talking, no doubt, in gibberish.
You would get an attack of opportunity, yes.
I would absolutely love to take that opportunity attack with a quarterstaff.
Yep, go for it.
Goes. Does a 12 hit? Probably not.
No,
Oh, that's unfortunate. That could have been beautiful.
that was brutal. Yeah, no, unfortunately 12 does not hit, and nobody has quite been as generous as to give you advantage in anything yet. And then we're going to get a lightning bolt. This is a really unhappy lightning bolt for you guys. This is going to catch everyone except Professor and Litter. I need you all to make a saving throw, please. Dexterity.
I lined that up.
I'm using the
beautifully.
first wish that came in the block, which is a double-powered spell. So this is going to be doing double damage to you guys.
I don't want to. I don't want to play this game
Dusty,
anymore.
you have advantage. Fungi and Professor, you have a tick of inspiration. What else do we have? We've got an inspiration for Malady as well.
Hey,
So yeah, go ahead.
Turned
Make
my
your
natural
saves.
1 into an 8.
Oh, that's bad.
25.
What inspiration?
You can spend a tick of inspiration to basically give yourself advantage or re-roll is how I'll run
I
it.
re-roll. That's what I'm
Yeah,
gonna
good call,
do.
good call.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use Indomitable. That'd be great. Thanks.
Go for it. Go right ahead.
I feel like I'm going to use my stone's endurance no matter what's happening.
Oh,
Does
it's not much better.
a 25 save?
So DC is 17, so I'll leave it to you guys to know who's passed, who's failed here.
I failed.
I failed.
I
This
passed.
is going to be really, really bad for you guys.
This is a lot of damage.
This is a double-powered spell as well. 63.
I'm glad I missed that. Do I take half damage?
If you passed, you take half damage.
Okay, good, because otherwise I would be insta-dead. So I'm really glad I passed that one.
I'm going to use my stone's endurance to try to knock it down even more for me.
Yeah, go for it. This is your use anything you need to use, guys. This is only a 3rd level spell. You also notice as the gentleman casts this spell, the book kind of hums with power. The book that's sort of floating just above his open palm. What kind of shape are we all in, people?
I am still Tabaxi.
Yeah.
Is there an
Thank
option?
you.
not
Very
to?
nice, very nice.
Half damage. I am at half health.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Wasn't
Wow.
so bad.
Cool.
Jesus.
Which brings us to Solstice. Let's go.
Sorry,
Okay.
Quickly, how much damage was that?
It was 63.
63. Sorry.
Yeah. Wow.
Nice.
Jen, you have 2 ticks worth of advantage to spend at your discretion. By the way.
Okay, let me just quickly check what I want to do here.
Wow. What an
yeah.
opening salvo, huh?
Yeah. I'm sorry we lined up.
You guys know how all
Thanks,
good
Bush.
boss fights come in 3 phases?
Yeah.
No, this is just the first round. Oh god. Oh
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, for kind folks of the audience, we may need a little bit less advantage, a little bit more healing and resurrection.
Yeah.
Well, resurrection on whomsoever possesses the amulet. Dusty, what's the plan?
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to move 30 feet towards him. I'm getting a measure, 2, 3, 4. A diagonal's 5, or do you want every other one to be 10?
It should do it automatically if you use the ruler, but every second diagonal is 10.
Yeah, I'm going to have to use the ruler then because it's not showing me measurements when I drag it. 30 to there.
Sun's really pouring in today.
That one.
So 30 feet of movement. Yep, go for it.
Yep. If we get back to measure, there we go. That one there. And then I will use my action to wild shape into a fire elemental.
Yep.
Just grab that.
Have you've accounted for the damage you took, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's just
I'm
not
fine.
20. That's all good.
Nothing. No, sorry, I'm doing mine in D&D Beyond.
Yeah, no, that's all fine. I do mine manually as well, so.
Yeah. I think my hit points on there are a little incorrect as well. I've got 10 less on my record.
Oh, fire elemental,
yeah.
Perfect.
So I get there, and then I still have my movement speed of 50.
Yep.
Is that going to be enough to get me onto him?
Maybe just. Let me give you a quick measure. Yep.
I think it is, yeah. So I'm going to... got to go back to the...
just keep in mind, you'll want to go in front of him on the stairs. If you go beside him, he will count as having half cover.
Okay. So like that?
Yeah, or one back down.
Okay. I want to be in his space, though, so that he burns.
I see what you're getting at, yeah.
Yeah, I
in
want
that
to
case, there. That works.
Burn, baby, burn.
I'm here for a hot time, not a good time.
Yeah, cool. Fire elemental. All right, go for it.
Yeah. So...
And that ticks on its turn, doesn't it?
Sorry?
The fire damage will tick on its turn.
Fire form can move through spaces.
Yeah, it's when the creature starts its turn in the elemental space, I believe.
A creature that touches or hits, in addition, enter. The first time it enters a creature's space on a turn. So on my turn, it should take it as well, I think.
Okay, yeah. So,
so it's just
hold on. The first time a creature enters its space on a turn, yes, because this counts as the first time the creature is in that space. Yeah, cool. Just by the way, real quick, Fungi and Professor, have you accounted for the inspiration that you got from a donation that I mentioned earlier? Just want to check off real quick.
I used it right away.
Cool. Professor, yeah or no?
I think I have currently 2.
Sorry, there was
okay, yeah,
only 7 points of damage.
7, cool. Wonderful. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's all I have.
Cool. Desi, you're up. I'm just going to keep things rolling because we've got a lot of boss fight to get through. Desi, you're up.
55.
Could I be over this side so that he's still accessible?
Technically, just yes, but yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to say yes because fire can go around corners. Let's just simplify things a little bit. Yeah, Desert, what's the plan?
Okay, so I am going to. There we go. Run up to him with my bonus action of aggressive. Move double my speed towards him.
Yep.
Blah, 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 and still have 5 feet left, which is good.
Nice.
And using my action, I'll attack him twice with my hammer.
Go for it.
I'm saying as if they put the thing down. Come back. Back to me. Thank you. So attack twice with my hammer.
While that's being added in.
Natural 20!
Outstanding. What a... just by the way, Dusty, if you just want to note down, you've got 2 ticks of inspiration as well.
Sick, thank you.
No worries.
Okay, so that's a 25 and a 28 to hit.
Amazing.
One of which is nat 20. Do they hit?
The 25 does also in fact hit. So yeah, go ahead and roll
good.
damage on the crit and then the other one.
So on the crit, we got 12 plus 8. So that's I double the
That's already doubled.
Yeah, that's automatically double. Yeah, so you roll double the number of dice and you add the modifier. So yep, that So it's a total of 20 on the first one and 11 on the second one. So it's a total of 31. Outstanding.
Nice. And for the rest of my turn, I'll move so I'm within 5 feet of
Cool.
an ally.
Yeah, cool. It is going to... no, never mind. It's not going to do anything. It could do an attack of opportunity, but the only melee weapon it has is a dagger. Seems like a waste. It's got better things to do with its reaction. Cool. Which brings us to next up, Litter.
Litter is going to have some fun here because he is a monk and he is going to do monk things. So he is going to skitter up next to this spellcaster of a friend of his, and he's going to bap it a couple times with
Do
his.
we count as flanking?
No, not using flanking.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Take the first swing with quarterstaff.
Go for it.
That is a 16 to hit.
A 16 will hit.
Can I get a Constitution saving throw minus?
Yeah, cool.
the
It's going to pop a
D10.
legendary resistance.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
fair.
So that's 11 damage.
Okay, 11 damage.
All right. So he is going to go ahead and pop him again with this quarterstaff. Oh wow, I'm
A
rolling.
10 is not going to hit, I'm afraid.
Okay, so he's going to burn another key point to flurry of blows.
Yeah, go for it.
Claws 1 to 21.
That's going to hit.
Another con save.
Yeah, it's just going to take this one as is. Minus 10, I believe. DC?
16, please.
DC 16 minus 10 on the roll. Con save. Need to do a bit of quick math, but I don't think that's going to pass, y'all. Yeah, no, not even close to passing.
He is. If he is not passing, then he is stunned,
That he sure is.
Amazing.
and he takes 5 slashing damage as the second kick is now at advantage.
Yep.
That is an 18 to hit
18 will hit, yep.
for 6 more slashing damage.
6 more, okay.
And he's going to go ahead and take a step back just because, well, actually, fun fact, open hand technique, if you use the flurry of blows, I can impose a dexterity saving throw to force them prone. Because he's stunned, he automatically fails. So he is stunned and prone right there.
Yep.
Litter's going to take 5 step back because it's getting kind of toasty over there next to this little fire bot.
Just a wee bit. Which brings us to anything else in your turn, or are we good to go to Professor?
That is it. Go ahead, Professor.
All right, Professor, let's go.
Okay, so the professor is fascinated with the objects, and there was one that dispel magic we believed would alter or stop, or at least prevent once.
Yep, it's not active yet, so you can't dispel magic it yet. Just
Right,
by the way, if that was your plan.
So the ones that are currently active are a book that we don't know anything about, and the lodestone.
None
correct?
of them are actually active yet.
Oh.
Some of them are in its possession. Some of them are in your possession. None of them are actually active yet.
Okay.
Well, that comes in phase 2.
Okay. With that bombshell, then what the professor is going to do is take a little step to the side and line up her finger guns for a perfect shot and shoot out a let's make sure that I can actually reach 150 feet. A fireball that she will sculpt so it does not harm her allies, but will.
Are you sure you want to fireball here? On a scale from 1 to 80, it's looking about a 3.
Hey, I'll be okay.
I'm not going to stop you if you would rather fireball. It's going to automatically fail the save, but just letting you know.
I shouldn't cause any damage to my friends, so I will be dropping.
Cool. So it automatically fails the save. I mean, you're rolling a minimum of 8 here. It has 3 hit points, so I'm just gonna we can
Save the math.
save ourselves a roll of the dice as this thing sort of roils across it.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, for a moment, as the fire kind of fades away, there is nothing there. The gentleman is gone. The only thing left is some robes sort of singed on the ground. And there is this brief moment as you all look around, and you all have, I think, the same pit in your stomach, the same instinct in your mind, honed from adventures and tribulations and near-death experiences, that there is no way it's that easy. And as you all have that same consideration, the relics all begin to glow again. Those that are in people's possessions, so I'll be relying on you guys to know which ones those are. Those that are in your possession, as in you've actively put it on yourselves, they stay where they are. The other ones, aside from the ones that are fixed in place, such as the egg and the statue, the other ones all lift and essentially collect in the air out near where this desk is, and reforming almost instantaneously. Give me a second. Need to open the old DM stuff tab. Reforming almost instantaneously is a skull hovering in the air. The singed robes all lift and collect and rush over and hover around the skull as though they were hugging and flowing about a body that in fact is not there. And I'm going to need a fresh initiative roll from everyone.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
gosh.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget to clear the track and
Yeah.
select the token.
Hold up, don't roll them just yet.
Oh.
Just clearing off the track.
Oh, sorry.
That's all good. All right, go ahead and roll them now, y'all.
Okay, good. 21.
Gonna roll at advantage. I'm gonna change that back to the 13.
My God.
Oh, can you inspiration?
Can I change
Or-
it? No, I can't. I need someone else to change it. Oh no, I changed it. Never mind. We're good.
Inspiration can be used on any D20 roll, so
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes, please.
God, oh God, oh
Keep
God,
those
oh God, oh
inspirations
God.
coming. I feel like we're gonna
Yeah.
need them.
Cool. So who
Thank
needs
you.
who needs initiative change?
Oh no, I'm good. I changed it.
Everyone,
I'm back
okay,
to
it's all
13.
good. All right, let's go. Let's pop this in order and let's kick straight off. As these relics are now active, that also means the statue is active and can be disabled if we raise $2,000 starting from
Yes.
now. And you're going to see very quickly what it does, y'all.
Oh boy.
In
God.
fact, quickly enough, let me just go ahead and flip
Gonna
the
turn
page
into me
over.
and that.
No, oh no, oh no.
Oh no.
How is everybody for health?
Okay, go back.
I'm
A third.
not good.
Okay, I will heal myself then, and I will deal with you later.
So first
Yeah,
thing
I
it's
mean,
going to do
there's some
is
half orcs, so we're fine.
first thing it's
Comes.
going to do is going to pop a legendary action. It's going to use Anthem and Dirge. It is giving itself a +1 to all attack rolls and saving throws. You see the statue at the far end of the room. The other arms disappear until it's holding a hand harp, and the other stone arm sort of reaches across and strums the harp. This bizarre sound rings out. To the rest of you, it sounds like a spicy, like a Jacques Brel jazz chord.
Sounds like
You
Jacques
see
Brel.
it sort of, there's this sort of hum, this swell of this green glow around it, and melody. You hear this disharmonious grating, like broken strings snapping kind of sound. You have a -1 to all attack rolls and saving throws for this round.
That's fine.
Or rather, sorry, until the end of your next turn, which in all fairness is coming up quite soon. Deza, you're up.
Ah! Okay. Where are things? What's happening? Oh goodness.
Enemy
Check
is
the
back
scary
behind
man.
the desk.
Go
Behind the
for it.
desk. Yeah.
I can't remember
okay.
the shortcut to ping, so there we go.
Back
Thank you. Whoever
behind
did
the
that.
desk. Okay. Well. Let's see how far. I'm sorry about the planes. I live next to an airfield. It's unfortunate.
I honestly hadn't heard anything, so
Okay. So, gonna use my.
Oh, I've realized that there's one very important thing we need to do
Oh.
because the relics are in play. Instead of rolling dice
No,
on
I've
your
got
turns,
that, and I've got divination magic.
I think
you'll
that's
need
what
to spend an
activates it.
action to deactivate it.
Okay.
So until you have that opportunity, which will be soon, until you have that opportunity, I need everybody to roll 2d20, and we're going to record the results of all of those rolls. Anytime you need to roll a dice, you're going to pick from that lot. Cool. I've got a 14 and a 17 here.
2 twos.
2 twos.
Two
Yeah.
twos.
Oh, there's a natural 20 out there, guys.
There's
Ah!
a
17 and 18.
And a natural
Oh, no.
1.
14 and 18 for
Oh,
me.
there's another net 20.
So we got a 3.
All right,
20.
let me actually catch all of these. So I've got a 14 and 17. We had 2 twos. Desi, you're a 17, and an 18. We've got a 17 and 18. We've got a 3. We've got a natural 20. We've got an 18 and a 1. And then we've got an 8 and a natural 20. All right, let's go. Deza, what's the plan?
Okay. Well, I'm still gonna do the exact same thing that I did before. That I said I was gonna do. I'm gonna.
And
use...
they're all in the Group 8 text channel, by the way, if you want to have a quick shorthand.
Yes.
We'll,
Oh, amazing.
remove them as
Thank
we
you.
go.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Going to run myself up to him.
Mhm.
My speed. Oh, good. That's not the right one. And I'm going to smack him with my hammer twice for my
Is your hammer
action.
magical?
Oh no. Not this
Oh,
again.
no.
No, it's not.
Roll to hit anyway.
It's just a normal hammer.
Is that a roll from the pot, or is that a roll in
Yeah,
general?
it's pick a roll from the pot. Yep.
Well, if I'm picking a roll from a pot, I'm going to take one for the team. I'm going to take the 1.
Removes
Oh,
the
they're
one
gonna
from
take
the pot.
3.
Yeah, just goes for this great big swing and abject mess as you go for, like, your instinct is to go for a body blow, and it just passes through the robes entirely.
Yeah.
Second attack,
Right.
pick one
Yeah.
from the pot.
I'll take the 3 as well.
Takes the 3. Cool. Same
Take the
kind of thing
3
again,
one.
just on the back swing, coming back through the other way. Like a very stressed out golfer, just going at it over and over, missing the tee off.
The enemy has to pick from the pot as well.
That is correct. All right. Anyone else? Sorry, anything else on your turn?
And I will also take my bonus action to use Second Wind. So hit points equal to 1d10 plus my fighter level.
Yep.
That's
And while you're resolving that, I'll move us on to Melody. You're up.
Very
Oh,
good.
come on!
Oh,
Litter.
Wow. Wow.
that was a bad
Surely
round.
there's something in the
Emma.
donation request that's gonna.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
man.
please. Help.
Oh, buddy. All right. As a bonus action, I'm going to enhance Litter with a limerick. I am on my last nerve. Make sure all damage we serve. We ain't quitters. Let's go, Litter. At last will and testament we will serve. You now have a bardic inspiration dice to add to any attack. Sorry. Where did it go? It disappeared. To an attack roll or saving throw, you get to add a D10 letter.
Brilliant.
And then as my action, I'm going to turn invisible.
Okay.
Greater
it's gonna
invisibility.
counterspell. And you notice as it does so, the book thrums with energy as though the book is the source of the magic rather than the creature itself.
Is quick question of procedure. Is he within 60 feet to counterspell that?
It's the book.
It's off the book rather than.
I'm really far away. I'm
no,
like,
it is not. Good catch.
I'm invisible.
No.
Shows
Yay!
off. Fantastic.
It's greater invisibility, so I can still cast spells, but I'm just invisible. And I'm just gonna go over here, so I'm no longer in line with everybody.
Cool. It's gonna pop another legendary action. It's going to use Blink Blade. It teleports over to here and moves itself up 1 in the initiative order.
Oh.
What? Rude.
Wonderful. That is okay. Cool. Next up is Solstice.
Okay, let me just remeasure. So I'm going to hover over and once again pass through it.
Yep.
Does fire damage worry it?
Well, we're about to find out.
Okay.
Roll damage anyway.
I did miss one point about me going over him, is that he will actually be on fire, and unless he takes an action to put it out, he'll continue to take 1d10 damage in his turn. So if he can take 8 damage from fire,
Okay.
he'll move through.
Okay.
And then I'll carry on out. Someone mind if I use a net 20 and just do a punch?
I use him before he does.
That's right.
Gotta burn through him. Don't let him have him.
Okay, so I will. I'll use a net 20 to do a touch attack.
Yep.
And that shall do. Oh, I'm going to have to roll it twice. So it'll be 12 plus another 2d6. Let me just check them. 16 points of fire damage.
16. Okay.
Yep, and he continues to be on fire. He's ignited. And what other rolls have we got? What's up to hit? 6. Is there a something about a 10 there or an 11?
You can go into group 8 and you can see.
There's a 8
yeah.
or a 14. Something like in the middle of the line.
I'll try an 8 with a plus 6 to hit. Is a 14 to hit?
Does not hit.
Good to know.
Okay. It's going to pop another. It's going to pop another legendary action. To essentially do the same thing again. Teleports 10 feet, pops itself up 1 in the initiative order. Which brings us to Professor. You're up.
Use that net 20 that's in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
The professor is gonna take a little step back to be further upstairs, so I can kind of get a bead eye on this creature, and then will throw together some of their favorite evocation magic and fire a shot that should never miss. With magic. Oh wait, natural 20 happens. Never mind. I'm going to use that. I'll use that. Sorry, here I am being like, I won't have to use it. I'm going to use it. Will be a fire bolt of energy.
Okay.
Fire. Oh, sorry, it will automatically roll it. But I'm going to be doing it as a natural 20. So 3 fire, 10 fire, 13 fire damage.
Sorry, how do you mean? Not sure what I mean when you say natural 20. Oh, a fire bolt, not a fireball. Never mind, you're good.
Yeah,
fire bolt.
Okay, cool. So 13 total.
Does that double or is that just 2 dice?
It's 2 dice.
Okay, never mind.
It's the cantrip, which should be 2 dice now. Is that? Oh yeah, 1 and a 2. Oh, rough.
Yeah.
Very rough.
It was more about removing the 20 from them.
Absolutely.
That is
Being
fair.
level 10, but are you doing this as a crit though? So you should 4 dice instead?
Yeah, so 4 dice have been rolled. Those 4 were a 1, a 2, an 8, and a 2.
I'm
so
sorry.
13 in total.
If you hover over
good.
numbers,
Clutching at straws. Really
that
nervous.
brings us to its turn.
Oh.
Yep. You guys aren't gonna like this. I need. Let's see. I need Litter, Desert, and Solstice as the fire elemental to all make Constitution saving throws.
Is this a spell? Can it be counterspelled?
Litter, you've got a D10 that you can add to this if you want to succeed.
You can certainly try.
I feel like this is the time. If ever there was the
sorry,
time.
I lied. It's not actually a spell. It's just this is life drain.
A Constitution.
Don't roll a Desert. Pull 1 from the pool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pull 1 from the pool, but you can add a D10 because you have inspiration from me.
Yeah, so there's like some 14s, 17, and 15.
I'll pull the 14 and roll my d10.
Okay.
So
So what does your total come to then?
That's a 22.
Okay. And Dusty, what did you pull?
Can I take the...
Don't ask permission, just grab them.
Oh yeah, I'll take the
Yep.
17 for a total of 20.
Okay, and Deza?
You're on
Yeah,
mute.
Deza. Deza,
Deza, you're on
mute.
mute.
Deza? Rest in
no.
pepperonis, Deza.
Thanks. I'll
I
take
just-
15 for 22.
Okay. Okay, you're all going to take half of this then. For a total of... And another 7, 16 necrotic damage. So you each take half of that, which is 8 apiece. And it is going to heal for a total of 24.
Better do more damage, guys.
16 necrotic, did you say?
Yes, 16 necrotic, which you will halve to 8 because you will pass the saving throw. Which brings us to Litter. You're up.
Okay, Litter is going to do Litter things and is going to come up to here.
Go for it.
So that spot right there, and is going to start swinging wildly. First swing is going to be a 14 plus 8, so that's a 22 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
I will need a Constitution saving throw from this nerd, please.
Cool. It's going to pull the 20.
Okay, that's fine. That
Dang
is
it.
fine. I'm going to go ahead and do the 18 for a 26 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Another Constitution saving throw.
Cool. It's going to pop a legendary resistance.
That's fine. That's fine. So that's the 14, the 18 are out, the 20's gone.
Yep. And I think I'm able to delete those messages as well, so I'll just clear those out a little bit. And then
for a bonus action, we'll just have to take the I'll take the 4.
Sure. So clearing the 4 out of the pool as well. Okay. Cool. And unfortunately, your blows do not inherently damage it. Which brings us to next up, baby.
Oh, so
am I reading the pop right? Where there's
Hold on. What's your question?
He did swing twice and hit, but
your blows count as magical. You're a monk. Go ahead and roll damage.
Well, he's got the staff of bird calls as well.
Right. Yeah. So your attacks count as magical. That's my bad. So go ahead and roll damage.
Sorry, that's the wrong button. So that's 12 bludgeoning and 5 bludgeoning, respectively.
Cool. Total of okay. Cool.
Yeah, he just passed the con saves. That's the.
Yeah. Which brings us to baby.
awesome. So I'm reading the pot correctly. I've got 2, 2, and a 3.
That is correct. Yes.
I love this. This is great. I'm going to go up to him, and we're both going to roll. I'm going to roll the 3. He's going to roll a 2, and I'm going to grapple him.
Okay.
And I'm going to hope that my plus.
So hold on. What does your total come to on that?
My total comes to an 11. Yeah, I mean it's an advantage because I'm raging. But I can't
his total comes to a 7. So
giving him a hug.
Yes, baby.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Bizarrely, not one of the conditions it's immune to. You've just grabbed the skull, you got it in
amazing.
a headlock.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give him a little noogie as a bonus action. Yeah, I guess that's it. I've got him holding. I kind of maybe move around to Desert, and I'm like, okay, come on, let's go.
Okay.
Litter will say, push him into the fire.
Oh,
Anything
push
else
him
on your
a
turn?
higher?
Sorry, guys.
I don't
Anything
have
else on
more
your turn?
movement. That's it. That's my movement.
Okay, it is going to go ahead and pop a legendary action real quick. It is going to use Pummel. As you see, the statue sort of shifts and its two arms in the form of sort of fists, and the robes around the skull sort of rewrap themselves, and you see it take on has these two spectral fists that just sort of against your body, baby. You need to make a Constitution saving throw. The only dice available is a 2.
Oh, fantastic. I'll make it a 9.
Cool.
Yeah.
That is a failure. You are stunned.
We need some inspiration, guys.
So-
Please. Dear God.
I missed on his turn because I was busy taking damage and making saving throws. He is actually on fire and should have taken 1d10 fire damage. Too late,
Sure.
I'll wait for next turn.
Roll that 1d10 now because I'll just account for it as I go. But I also need everyone to roll 2 more d20s and refill the pool.
3 more points.
Cool.
of
Noted.
damage.
Everyone, roll 2 d20s. Let's refill the pool.
Love this.
18 and a 12.
I got a 7 and a 20, y'all.
7 and a 2.
16 and 17.
18, 12, 7,
And Penny is filling up our chat again. Thanks, Penny. You're
Thank
awesome.
you, Penny.
For your Rico Penny, I got a 10. Wait, where's my other one? I got 2 10s. Go on
10
average,
and a
guys.
10.
Let's go average. There's a lot of 10s in there, actually.
Cool.
That's not bad.
Has everybody added theirs in?
Um,
Looks like we're missing a few.
got 10 and 9. I just had to reset roll 20
Okay, 10
because
and
my
9,
thing
cool.
went.
All good. Okay. Which brings us to Fungi. You're up.
You just changed all of my actions. I had everything lined up and then it all went down. So I'm sorry if I'm going to take a little while to recalibrate. I am going to change into my symbiotic entity, which you'll need to give me a second to just find it because it's in a weird place. Yeah. And it's in the chat. Okay, I have to add them myself. So I gain 40 temporary hit points. I am going to use my bonus action to deal. Sorry, bear with me.
There's a bear with you?
An owlbear? No.
I believe the bonus action damage is only within a certain range, by the way.
Oh, okay. So I can't do.
Yeah. Hey, look, I might jump to the next person and just come back to you while you're sort of refiguring out what you're doing on your turn. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Desert, what's up?
Okay. Who is within
The end of my turn
range
anyway.
of little old thing? Okay. I'm going to hop around to. Let's just. Okay, cool. Whatever. I'll do it. I'll do it for myself. I don't get burned by you,
No.
do I? Okay, good.
You're not passing through its space anyway.
Cool. I'm just gonna
Scooch around the table.
chuck myself over here and take my protective stance because I can't do anything. My hammer is useless.
Right.
That's it.
You can attempt to destroy relics, don't forget.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
a lot of relics
I forgot
out
about
there.
that.
lot of
Hey, hang
relics,
on a
y'all.
minute.
Please, someone do
Where
something
are
about
they?
this.
Can't see them.
Maybe
so I
the one
forgot
that
about
makes
them.
us have a pool.
Yeah, I'll stop it this time. I should have done it last time.
Yeah, they're all
Right,
mostly
don't worry,
around-
guys. I have the compass. I'm going to do it on my turn.
They're all mostly orbiting around the Demi-Lich in various capacities. I believe the only 2 that are actively in your guys' possession, under your guys' control. One of you has the medallion that heals half hit points back. One of you has the amulet, which allows you to be resurrected, and one of you has the compass.
Yep, I have the compass.
Cool.
Don't worry, I'm gonna disable it on my turn.
I had the compass, didn't I? The divination.
No, you
I
had
was holding it.
Oh, I came
I'm
over to grab
pretty
it
sure
because I can
Dusty
divination.
Yeah.
Grab
So
mine,
you
Oh.
analyzed it. Dusty actually took possession of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Where is Dusty?
I'm the fire elemental.
Fire elemental. We
Yeah.
still don't know what the egg does, right?
Wait, so where is the compass now that you're a fire
Oh, it's in
elemental?
me.
It's irrelevant. It's beside the
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
The
it
egg
still
is in the
exists.
middle of the middle. See that like red circle? The egg is in the middle of the circle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe,
Okay.
maybe missed that one up.
Yep. Anything else on your turn, Desert, or are we good to move on to Malady?
What's actually around the baddie?
In terms of relics, was that in terms of relics? Okay. The lodestone, the book, and that's actually it, because the other two are fixed in place, but otherwise under its control. The egg and the statue are fixed in place.
In that case,
Malady, you're up.
Wait,
Oh.
okay, because I don't have the compass, I am going to take aim at the statue.
Remember,
And-
the statue can only be destroyed with donation incentive.
Oh, really?
That's my donation incentive for this block. Yes.
God.
So if that one's, and that's its legendary actions, guys. That's all the legendary actions it's getting. You know, speaking of which, I actually think I'm going to interrupt your turn and take one of those legendary actions. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and nab one of the 20s out of that pool there.
Mm.
Oh, okay. What's happening?
Give me a hot second. I'm trying to delete the. Okay, Penny's got it. Cool. I'm going to nab a 20 out of the pool, and this is going to go directly onto Baby.
Yep,
We're going to
love
pop Zenithal Smite. You see
Fantastic.
the statue at the back end of the room, the sort of large two-handed sword with a sort of a winged pommel and a winged helmet on the head, as the floating skull, the robes sort of form up, and this spectral sword of the same acrid green comes up, and it takes this massive swing at you. Cool. It has to spend a spell slot to do this, but
Yeah,
because it is still
so-
in possession of the book, it is not spending actual spell slots.
Incredible.
So I'm just going to pump this bad boy right up. We're going to go ahead.
I'm stunned and I'm not raging, so
Oh, this is
assistance
going to be
required.
bad for you.
This is gonna be real bad, guys. Y'all
Yeah,
gotta
so,
lose
so
Is
this
this
is
a
a crit.
spell, technically? Is this like a spell situation that could
Nope,
be
this is a
prevented?
legendary action.
Oh,
Cool. So we do.
but it
one-
uses a spell slot.
Yeah, I was
Can't
like,
be
it's
counter
spell
spelled.
adjacent.
In the same way
I
that
love
you can't
the wizard.
counterspell a paladin's
Spell?
smite. Hey guys, sorry, I just want to lay down a rule. If I'm talking, I don't want anyone else talking, just so that we're all able to hear what's going on. So it's going to be 1d8 plus another d8 per level of the spell. This is going to be awful for you because I'm going to go maximum level here. In fact, I'm going to need to auto roll this because that's going to be an outright 20d8.
Oh man, the thing is I'm faltering speaking and I'm in gibberish, so no one can even hear my cries for help.
96.
96, love that. I'm on 79.
As this just like one and done, like you guys see, the toughest motherfucker of the lot of you, just like this thing swings at it and she just collapses.
Oh no! Oh no!
An utterly brutal amount of damage. Malady, what's the go?
Right. Okay, I'm still invisible, by the way. I'm going to take out my fiddle whilst I'm invisible with a spectral player, and I am going to just cast Shatter at 3rd level at the skull.
Okay,
You have to make a con save.
cool. It's gonna nab the 18 out of the pool.
Yeah, it wins, but it just takes half damage instead.
Yep.
And I'm gonna say, you are more disappointing than an unsalted pretzel, and do 4d8 thunder damage,
Okay, go ahead and roll.
which is 17, but you take half, so you take
Is 8.
8 points of damage.
Cool.
Yep.
Anything else on your turn?
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Baby at 2nd level, so you get...
Counterspelled.
Okay, never mind.
Oh yes.
One counterspell, a counterspell?
You can attempt to.
Counter spell off.
So you're gonna.
Save it. It was only 9 points. Just save it. Use it later.
Might be too far away as well. It goes both ways.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That
Goes
it
both
does.
ways, eh?
Yeah,
That
you're
it
90
does.
feet away. You need
Yeah.
to get time if you want to
Oof,
get there.
unfortunate. So your healing word gets counterspelled. It's going to pop another legendary action to move itself. Move itself right over here, sort of floating above the desk, and move itself up one in the initiative order again. Which brings us to Solstice.
I'll use my action to cast what's it called? Guidance on myself. Oh, Des is right there. I'll gently give. No, Des is down.
Oh, this is fine.
Des is
Oh,
fine.
Des is
I'll
good.
give
Des is
guidance.
smart.
Des
Are you sure you don't want to spend your action disabling the?
Yeah, I thought casting the.
No,
Okay.
it takes. No, you just spend an action to
Yeah, I
disable
just
it.
spend the action, then I have divination magic, and I'll stop it. That's what I thought. Casting the spell would stop it, but yeah. So I'll stop the pool.
Okay, cool. So pool is now donezo. Clear the pool.
Yeah.
We're back to rolling dice as normal. To it, we have had a donation come in. Advantage for any player, not the DM. Also an inspiration for Malady. Go ahead and pop that in.
And I guess
Bonus action.
I will move over its space, which will cause it another points of damage.
Yep.
So take 9 more points of fire.
Cool. Taken.
And I will just settle off behind it.
Cool. Which brings us to its turn.
Can it take another 5 points of damage because it's on fire?
It's
7
a
points of
flat
fire. That's a D10. Sorry, I read the
all good.
stat. Yeah.
Okay. First things first, it's going to pop another life drain, because why the hell not? It's going to go one on Dusty, one on Desert, one on Litter. So Dusty, Desert, Litter, I would need you all to make Constitution saving throws, please.
I will use the audience inspiration is to be called before the roll.
Nope, inspiration just lets you re-roll after the fact if you so choose.
Cool. So that's a 22.
Okay. Oof, not looking so great, Litter. Okay, so Dex, you'll take the full amount of this. The rest of you will halve it. Ooh, that's a brutal roll.
Oh no.
Love to see it. It's 27 necrotic damage. So Dex, you take the full amount. The other two of you halve it. And that halve is 13. So it is going to get healed. It's healed all the way back up off that.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I love that
You guys are gonna need to get on the damage soon. That brings us to the end of its turn. Professor, you're up.
The professor is going to eye up the relic that they believed dispel magic will undo, will turn off.
That would be the egg in the middle of the room.
The egg, then yes, I will point a finger to the egg. And I will say, "Do not hatch."
Cool. DC 16. Go ahead and roll check.
Okay.
Just a question: how much money has been saved towards the 2K? Because we're currently at $12,000 raised total.
I think we started quite into that.
Yeah, I think we started at like 11.5, so I think we're currently at $500. So
Can you roll a check, please, with your spellcasting modifier?
I do not know.
Just roll a straight up D20 and add your spellcasting modifier. So you're a wizard, you cast with intelligence, so just roll a D20, add your intelligence mod.
And proficiency.
okay, I was incorrect. We have currently raised $310 towards the $2,000 gold.
Nice.
Net 19.
Yeah, cool. That goes off. So that is disabled.
Nice.
As you see, the egg essentially cracks and breaks. This is the first time since this whole thing began that there is any kind of noise or response from the being you've been fighting. Is you just sort of hear this grunt, this angry sounding grunt. Anything else in your turn?
she's going to start rolling forward and be like, "Don't let it distract you. It's only as powerful as the relics that it carries."
We
All
need
right.
to kill the things.
Litter, you're up.
Question for the DM. If Litter wanted to take his amulet and tuck it into a pocket for Baby, what is that? A free action? Is that a
interact? So you get one free item interact on a given turn. It would be that.
okay? Item interaction.
Cool. I am just going to interrupt you real quick. By the way, it is going to use legendary action to mark. As you see the statue at the far end of the room, sort of the arms kind of shift and several of them disappear until it's holding a crossbow, and you see the sort of spectral finger reach out from where the skull is and point towards Baby, and there's this sort of green glow emanating around Baby.
Oh, I love being perceived as a threat.
Okay, so Baby now has the amulet. Because Litter is really fast and can do this, is going to run over to Deza, drop his quarterstaff and say, "Use this, it's magical." Take 10 feet steps back. So the quarterstaff of Bird Calls is now at Deza's feet. And Litter is going to main action unarmed attack this guy with his claws. Attack 1. That's a 23 to hit.
That's going to hit.
Can I get a con save from him?
Yeah, let's see. Let's go ahead and do a con save. Why not?
DC 16.
That's a pass.
That is a pass. So that is one less key point. That's 7 slashing on that attack. Second attack is a 10 to hit. Is going to miss.
Yep.
Bonus action is going to do a roundhouse kick.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 17 to hit.
Does not hit.
17 does not hit.
As the sort of the leg just swoops up and just comes in below its chin, doesn't quite connect with the skull itself.
Okay, that is the end of Litter's turn.
All right, Baby, top of your turn. I'm going to need you to make a death saving throw.
Hey, I missed the pull so much. I want the pull back, guys. Oh, I'm gonna look. Let's go. It's a 6.
Okie dokie. Cool.
I'm from group 6. Let's go. I'll take that fail.
Wow.
Woo.
That's bad. That's really bad for you. Because it is going to take a legendary action right now, and it's going to use Zenithal Smite again.
Amazing.
Because you are down, rather because you are prone.
Yep.
This is
Goodbye.
an auto crit. Because it's a crit, it is 2 failed death saves.
That takes me out. Don't even roll the dice. We don't need to know how bad it is. It's real bad.
It's bad. It's real
I
bad.
thought that prone rule only applies if you're within 5 feet of it with a melee attack.
That's a good point. It does have a reach of 10 feet, but I think you may be correct about the 5 feet. Well, in that case, let's just roll the dice normally and see if I get a crit. Is there anything in the donation incentives that mayhaps gives me... No one's going to be quite that nice. You know what?
I'm doing everything I can to save Baby. I'm trying to save Baby here. Come on.
The audience is on our
Go
side.
ahead and roll 20. How about that? Nearly. Man, that would have been sick.
It's okay.
Okay, I got you.
It will still be a hit, so that is one more failed save.
One more failed save. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm not going to bother with the fullness of the damage because it can't massive damage you. Which brings us to Fungi.
I want to use my medallion.
When does that trigger?
Sorry?
The amulet that recovers half your health.
I want to use the medallion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, Baby hasn't taken any actual damage since taking possession of that amulet. It doesn't count the damage you take below 0 hit points.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay.
And
does that say half of all health?
No, it's half of the damage that you take.
Half of the damage you take.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fungi, what's the plan?
So I can't use the medallion that I have? Heals half of all health.
Oh, sorry. Okay, hold on. I think we've got two relics mixed up.
An
Yeah,
amulet
so the
and a
amulet is the one
medallion.
that allows resurrection magic to work. The medallion is whoever has possession of that will regain half of all damage dealt to it at the end of each round.
Okay, I'm sorry, I misread the thing. I
Yeah,
feel
so
bad,
it's only the
but
person in
I'm
possession
going
of it,
to
which is
chill
you right
touch
now.
it. I'm going to chill touch it.
Okay.
You're good.
Sorry, give me a second. How do I cast this one? Where is it? There.
Actually, guys, if someone wants to hit baby, I can bring them back.
What's
It's free. It's free.
Let me know how that apparently works, and I will let you know if that's actually how it's going to work.
I can't cast Revivify if they're unconscious, but I can if they're dead.
There is amulet die,
I've died many times.
or it needs to be
Does it?
shuffled.
Does a 13 make the DC?
Unfortunately,
exactly
a
sure how this
13
works.
does not hit.
Dang. Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay, Desert. And at the top of the round, we're going to have a lair action go off. Haven't had one of those yet. Why not?
Yeah, let's go.
The creature is going to use Recall Relic, and the amulet lifts off baby and settles around where the skull's neck would be if it had one.
I love this skull. He's so smart. He's so much
Wouldn't-
smarter than me.
Well, does that work if Litter like stashed it in a pocket? Like he didn't just set it on top.
Yeah, the wording is literally takes possession of a relic they do not otherwise currently possess. They can only do it once per round, and you guys can take relics back off it.
Okay. Okay.
It has it now. Deza, you're up.
Oh boy. Okay. Have we haven't established if the relics are all resistant or unable to be damaged by non-magical stuff, right?
You have a magical quarterstaff at your feet.
Yes, but I don't.
The only one that you know for sure can be disabled just through outright damage is the amulet that it just took possession of.
Oh boy.
You guys may, if some of you are damaging the creature, you may want to focus a little bit more solely on damaging the creature. It's not had any trouble healing all that damage back off, so you try not to split your focus too much. That's a fancy way of saying you have a magical weapon and you're a fighter. You may want to go fight it. That's probably the single most impactful thing you could do right now.
Action surge, even.
I don't know how quarterstaffs do things.
It's a D8 or a D10, I believe.
It's a D8 if you use two hands to wield it. It's a D8. Otherwise, it's a D6.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of longswords. Just go bump it. Whack.
Cool.
Well,
we also have. So go ahead and resolve that.
Okay, well, I guess. Man, I hate this. I love my hammer so much. I don't want to use a wooden stick, but I'll use a wooden stick if it helps everyone. Put my hammer in my pocket and grab the stick and walk up and hit him 3 times.
Yes.
I'll make sure I'm within 5 feet of an ally so I can use protection. There we go. Right, 3d6. Is that adding anything from me?
It would be your strength.
Yeah,
for the
just your
damage.
your normal attack bonus still gets added to this.
Okay, so that's like normal attack bonus. It's an 8. Okay, cool. Where is it? D6, right?
It'd be a D8 for damage.
Yeah, but I'm only doing one-handed.
Okay.
Shield.
Wait, I haven't even hit him yet. Duh.
Yeah, look, just roll a straight up D20 first, and I'll just add it for you. I just want to keep things moving. We're getting too caught up on details.
You got this. You can do it.
Clicking one thing. There's too many things. Okay, well that's 1. That does not hit.
16.
Did it 3 times?
Yeah, it doesn't hit. I'm afraid.
21 and a 10.
I wish I did the thing that I wanted to do instead.
The 21 will hit.
Sweet damage. Roll for damage.
So 1d6 plus 4 for damage.
I thought, man, okay, confusing.
Because you still add your strength modifier to everything.
Okay.
It's still a weapon.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
You can do
Sorry,
it. It's good.
Italy
It's
clicked.
good. It's alright.
Cool. So 7.
Here we go. Roll the thing. Is that good?
It's okay.
Alrighty. Which brings us to a couple of things real quick. First things first, we've had a couple of wishes come through. The first one is a mass heal, which the creature is going to counterspell. The
That's
second
okay.
one is another mass heal, and the creature does not have a reaction anymore, so it cannot counterspell this one.
Yay.
So that's 700 hit points that gets distributed among everyone. Now, I've done a bit of quick math on that. That is enough to bring everyone up to full. So top
Yay.
yourselves off. Melody, you're up.
Does that go
Right.
to the fire elemental or to Solstice?
Fire
It would
elemental,
count to the
probably.
fire elemental, I believe.
Okay, cool.
Right, I'm still invisible. I'm going to run up to the scary dude, and I'm gonna try and lift the amulet off him. I'm gonna try and slide it, hand it off.
Yep, cool. So it takes your action, but you can just grab it.
Sweet. And because we've had a mass heal, does that mean baby's alive again?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. So baby's back, so I don't need to worry about that. So instead of doing what I was going to do, I'm going to use a bonus action and just say, "Hey there, baby, let's kill this asshole, make him come undone," and then run away. So you know how you have bardic inspiration. And I'm using my once per long rest, feel, and agility to double my movement.
Okay.
So that's how I'm moving all over the place, and I'm now over here, and I'm still invisible, but I have the amulet.
Okay. Yeah. All right. It's not going to do anything just yet. Solstice, you're up.
I'll move on to its square and then damage it for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get. I can just roll a d10 here.
Baby, you have advantage on your next roll, by the way.
8 points of fire damage. Can I use my action to take the books off it?
You can. Yep.
I'll take the books off it. And then I guess I will. I'm just going to chill out nearby. No, I want to stay near Desert in case I get protection. Fantastic.
Cool. Now that you have possession of the books, as an action, if you are in possession of the book, you can give up your ability to score critical hits to destroy the book.
Forever, permanently?
Yes. That will need to be on your next turn.
Knowing that, I want to move further away.
Sure.
In that case.
Unfortunately, though, the next turn...
Oh, it gets an opportunity attack at me as I leave.
No, it's used its reaction to counter.
Oh, yeah, true.
it can't. On its turn, I see no reason to not.
Could I free interaction to hand them off to someone else?
No.
Okay, cool.
Because it takes your action to prepare a reaction like that.
Okay, cool.
Essentially, you take the ready action. It's just going to life drain again. Why not? Desert Litter Baby, I need you to make Constitution saving throws.
Let's go.
Would my protection thing give this disadvantage or nah?
What do you mean protection thing?
So if I'm within 5 feet, I can use my reaction to make it automatically disadvantage.
What? Give me the name of the actual feature. I'm not sure what you're referring to, so I can't make a ruling on how it works.
It's fighting style, protection fighting style.
Right, protection fighting style. I believe protection fighting style is against an attack, which this is not. I'll just double check that for you. Yeah, unfortunately, you can impose a disadvantage on the attack roll. There is no attack roll here. So I need the 3 of you to make Constitution saving throws. That's a fail on everyone but Baby. Let me just go ahead and roll that damage.
Back.
13 plus another 5, so 18, which Baby halves to 9. And the creature has successfully healed itself to full again. You're going to need to do more damage than that in one go. It's also at the start of the next turn, which would be Professor. It's going to pop another legendary action. It's going to pop a Zenithal Smite. It has to burn its own spell slots here this time, so it's going to be a little bit more conservative. It's going to go for a 5th level spell slot.
5.
So that's going to be a total of let's see. Let's go on to litter. It's I don't know. It doesn't like cats, I guess.
It's got to go down.
Didn't like Elias either. It's all right.
Oh, it's not looking good. Does get to use its spell attack modifier, but oh no, it doesn't. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, that's right, because I've got the wrong stat block up for this bit. Yeah, here we go. That's going to be a total of. It's actually an 18 still. Does an 18 hit you?
18 does not. AC of 19
does not hit. So it goes for this great big two-handed swing, and like just at the last moment, you sort of suck in a little bit. Like, you know that thing where like you go to pet a cat and it just ripples its body to avoid your hand as it's walking past. I imagine it's like that you like as the sword just sort of clears past you, maybe shaves off a few furs. And now it's Professor's turn.
Free action hit.
Oh,
sorry.
Free action hiss.
Oh, I see. You are hissing at it. Yep. Professor, what's the plan?
Okay, the professor is going to see that they're too far away from the fight in order to properly counter the magic coming towards them. So they're gonna 5, 10, 20, 30 to here, and they will look to Fungi and be like, "You want to get in? I can help you." And reach out an arm. And if you theoretically take their arm, they're going to vortex warp you, unless you wish to resist, up toward the fight, right by just alongside from Baby.
So Fungi, are you going to go?
No, I'm going to stay back.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
We've had a donation come in, and you guys aren't going to like it. It's -1 inspiration for each player. So if you have a tick of inspiration that you have not spent, please remove it now.
Does that count on my advantage for my next attack?
No, because that was an advantage, not an
Advantage,
inspiration.
yeah.
They just want to see.
Professor, anything else on your turn?
It's all right. I've got.
No.
Okay, Litter, you're up.
That still counts as a.
Litter is up. So Litter is not happy with this guy. So he is going to swing and claw at this. So here's attack number 1, the 17 to hit.
Will not hit.
Attack number 2 is a 24 to hit.
Yep, hits.
Can I get a con save along with 9 slashing damage?
It's going to pop its last legendary resistance.
Okay, good. Final, so that's still 9 slashing. Final attack is it's an 11 to hit, which is wow. I'm just not rolling very well on my
You've got
attack
an advantage
today.
on that one that's just come in.
Oh, I will use that. Wow. Wow.
Idiot.
Wow. The dice are not very friendly today.
Oh,
not your day, huh?
Litter.
Anything else on your turn?
No, that is all I can do.
All right, Baby, you're up.
I stand up using half my movement, and I've just brushed my leather jacket off, and I look at it, and I'm like, "You what, mate? Like, you can't even finish a job. I was almost dead, and you just couldn't do it?" And I just run up and jump up on the desk. Using my advantage, I'm going to swing down with my maul and try to bonk him straight on the skull, because that's the sweet spot. Let's go! I hope I hit. Yeah!
Okay,
So
yeah,
it's
that hits.
21 magical maul, so we're going to take the 15 bludgeoning, and then the 9 necrotic on this turn, because I am a zealot.
Cool, immune to
And
necrotic.
I'm going to do it
take the
again.
15.
I'm going to commit to recklessly, because I want this guy to die.
Yep, go for it.
Do you have a D10 to add if you want to hit him?
That
I'm
hits.
good. I'm going to save that for a save. I'll take the 24 on that one, and just the 16 this time. Ignore the necrotic, as I go do an upshot and try to boof the skull off the magical cloak.
Okay.
Like, this is how we do it.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it. Oh,
Okay.
I would have raged at the beginning. I totally forgot
it's
that,
going to
but
pop a
it's
legendary. It's going to pop a legendary action to blink 10 feet, move up 1 in the initiative order.
Okay.
Should be above Solstice. Malady, you're up.
Okay,
what
how do
about
I kill
me?
the amulet again? Oh wait, it's Fun Guy's turn, isn't it?
I haven't had a turn this round.
Oh yeah, I think you double.
Oh yeah, I think that's. Oh yeah, no, I see what's happened. Yeah, no, sorry, Fun Guy, you're up. Yeah, it's because when I
Yeah.
moved the initiative thing, it resorted. So Fun Guy, go ahead.
Yeah. I would like to cast Moonbeam on the skull, please.
Yep.
It's 120 feet. I'll just do it's 5th level.
Yep. And what does it need to do?
It is a DC 15 saving throw. Constitution. It's
Con
all in
save.
the thingy. Yeah, con save. And it's radiant damage.
I hate to say it, but the radiant is going to get automatically turned into necrotic, which it is immune to.
I thought the egg was disabled, which is what did
Oh
that?
no, sorry, you're quite right. The egg has
Yeah,
been
the egg's
disabled.
gone.
That is
Yeah,
no longer
the egg
that
is
is no
gone.
longer the case. So
No.
I don't hate to say it. At any rate, that's 15. So what was the DC? Was it 16 or 15?
It is 15
So
DC.
just a pass.
Oh.
Does it take half
takes
damage?
half damage, so roll the damage anyway.
Yes, it does. The damage has been rolled. It's 32.
32. Okay, halves.
16 points of damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Every little bit counts. Let's
Yeah,
And at the
starting
beginning of
to-
its turn, it also takes the damage.
Wonderful.
I'm pretty
It's starting to
sure,
feel a little bit of pain. Malady, you're up.
Right, how do I kill this amulet?
The amulet you have in your possession, I believe, can be killed by simple damage.
How much damage do I need to do?
You aren't certain.
Does Malady have the amulet or does Baby?
I have
go
the
take it
amulet.
So
off
yeah,
me.
Baby. So what happened is Baby had the amulet. The creature used a lair action to take possession of the amulet. Malady used an action to take the amulet back.
So I now have it, and I'm on the other side of the room.
Bouncing
And
around.
I'm going to try and...
Also, by the way, sorry, at the top of the round, its lair action goes off and it is going to recall the book to itself. It's going to recall Relic and take the book off Dusty and back into its possession. But Malady, go ahead.
I am going to try and insult it to death, and I am going to use Vicious Mockery.
Vicious Mockery has to target a creature.
Oh, does that have to be a creature?
I believe it does.
Creature that can hear you.
Oh, does that have to be a creature? Damn it. Okay, never mind. I will use... I'll just use my unarmed strike with claws because I am a...
Go right ahead.
Oh no, I'll use a dagger. A dagger's easier, and I will try and do damage with it.
Go ahead.
I rolled an 18 to hit,
Yep, that'll hit.
and oh my god, the dice hit me. That's 4 points of damage.
That's enough. It's not a very complicated thing. You just sort of, and it cracks enough that the glow subsides from it and it seems inoperable. This is the first time you hear actual words from the creature again since it originally spoke to you. You are surprised that it doesn't seem angry. It's simply, it's sort of socketless eyes look at you.
I'm invisible.
Look at the amulet.
Yeah.
They
Look at
appraise
it
the room,
floating.
and it says, "It does no matter."
You just said it was a creature, but it wasn't a creature. I'm so confused.
No, she was.
No. I'm talking about the
The amulet's not a creature.
Yeah, the amulet's not a creature. The floating skull is. At any rate, anything else on your turn?
So that was my action as a... Sorry.
I may move us along.
Yeah, no, move along. I have nothing else to do.
Desert,
other than
you're up.
maybe step back. Here.
Okay. So gonna head on up towards him, and he got the books back. Yeah.
Yep, the book is back. Yep.
I want to smack it away from him.
Okay, you can take your action to grab the book off it.
Yes, please.
Cool. Done.
Yoink.
Anything else on your turn?
Since I only used a little bit of movement, I want to go back to an ally.
Okay.
Just in case. And that's it.
Okay. It's Socketless Eye's turn to you, baby.
Yeah.
And it goes, I know how to finish the job. And cast Power Word Kill.
Love baiting.
It doesn't have the book.
on
It is burning its sole 9th level spell slot for this.
I'm at
Is
96 at the moment.
Is it
so.
is it still alive? Is it taking a turn? Is that what's happening?
How do you mean?
Because
So-
at the beginning of its
yeah.
turn, if it's still in Moonbeam, it takes damage. I don't know how that
It
works.
also has to take 5
you
damage.
roll the damage.
Okay.
roll the damage,
so
guys.
I'll take it right down.
It's on fire. It's in moonlight. It's trying to serenade me with a magical word.
It needs to take a Constitution saving throw.
And
Okay.
1 point of fire
DC
damage.
15.
You tried.
Okay, so that's a fail. So that's 38.
38, sorry. Yep, 38 damage.
38 points.
Okay, and 1 fire, so
Yeah.
39. Okay. Yeah, still going to proceed as it was.
Yeah,
Power Word Kill.
that's
Okay.
It may be hopeless, but I will still attempt to try to counterspell the magic.
At what level?
I'm going to use my 5th.
At 5th, did you say?
Yes.
Okay, it's going to take a 6th level counterspell.
Counterspell the counterspell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wants
God
me dead.
damn.
And you have less than 100 hit points right now, baby. So
Yes, I do.
that's it.
It's amazing. You see, like, the light fade from her
Just
eyes.
like
the
gets back
grin
up,
on her
delivers a
face.
taunt, calm as anything. It just
Absolutely, like, blessed to be going to a place that is so familiar to her. Death.
just as that yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay, which brings us to Solstice. You're up.
Can I free interact to take the books off Deza?
No, it'll always be an action to grab a relic.
Okay. So is there any world in which someone other than a fighter with action surge can destroy the books before the action layer?
Yes, if it chooses to not recall the book.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, well, I'll fly through it with fire.
Yep.
Which will do 10 more points. Where's the D10? Where's my mouse? There. Death, 4 points.
Okay.
I'll take the books, Deza, if you don't want to use your action. And lose your ability to crit.
What?
I hold my hands out for the books if you'll let me take them off you.
Take
I'll
them!
I'll destroy them if I can.
Okay. It is going to use a legendary action to teleport itself 10 feet and move itself down 1 in the initiative order, so it is immediately going again.
Oof.
And it's going to life drain.
Oof.
I need Dusty, Desert, and Litter to all make Constitution saving throws. How are we going on disabling that relic? How's the donations looking?
Come on, guys.
I'm going to use my last inspiration and think of Destin as I get a 20 for that.
Oh, it's a fail on Litter. And
I haven't passed any of these. No, I passed
really
one.
not. And Deza, you'll save?
Oh. Deza.
Brutal. So Desert and Litter, you will take the full amount. Dusty, you will take half.
It's not looking good,
It's
guys.
9, 6, 11, 20 exactly. One of you takes half, so that's a total of... so it heals for a total of 50. It's not quite back to full, but it is looking a lot better. Which brings us to Professor.
Oh goodness, oh goodness, oh goodness. Okay. The professor is going to keep running. Knowing that their companion is okay where they are, and to here to get an eye on the skull, and when in doubt, fireball. I'm gonna be putting a fireball right behind the skulls
Okay.
behind, and this will be a 3rd level fireball, a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Dexterity save. And what's the DC? 17?
Yes.
That's a pass, and it takes no damage on a pass.
Oh. Well,
Yeah,
that
it
is,
has
like-
it has that feature, that thing that rogues love to use. Anything else on your turn?
not at all. I was screaming in frustration.
Litter, you're up.
Mood.
All right. Go for broke. He is going to move up. He's going to move around to this side, and is going to continue clawing away. So here is one. That's a 23 to hit. Con save, please.
Yes.
DC 16.
DC 16. You're essentially a 50-50 chance. Nope, that's a pass.
That's 8 slashing.
Yep.
Hit number 2 is a crit fail.
Oh.
Luckily, these are not weapons he can drop because they're his hands. Bonus action kick. A 19 to hit.
Does not hit. You have Bardic Inspiration. Is that correct, Caitlin?
No, he's used it already.
Damn.
Baby had one.
I thought an 18 hit earlier, but okay.
Previous phase.
Yeah. Getting stronger.
He's stronger now.
So that is the end of my turn.
Oh. Which brings us to bait.
Oh, yikes. That's embarrassing.
That was a reflex. Oh.
Yikes.
It's going to take a legendary action to pop a smite on Litter. Has to roll to hit. As a 27, which I will assume hits.
Just barely.
Cool. It still doesn't have its book, so it has to be a little bit more conservative on spell slots here. It's going to pop a 5th level. Ah. $21.
Okay.
Which brings us to Fungi.
I'm going to use my action to move the moonbeam to where he is.
Okay. It needs to make a con save.
Yep.
16, so that's a pass. So 24 halved to 12.
Yep. That's my turn.
It's just a bonus action to move it, I believe. You can still take an action.
It says action.
Oh, okay. My bad then. Melody, you're up.
Right, I am going to run over to Baby.
Yep.
And I'm going to put my hand on their head. I'm going to have my diamond in my hand, and I'm going to say, "You are as useless as nipples on a breastplate," and cast Revivify.
Amazing. You got to keep that diamond because I'm a zealot.
Oh, amazing! So Revivify.
I'll take it.
And you're lucky that it used its counterspell to counterspell.
Yep.
Or rather, use its reaction to counterspell. Otherwise, it would have had one available.
Yep, so now you're back at 1 hit point, and I'm now going to cast Healing Word at 4th level as a bonus action. So now you have 19 hit points. And how many relics are in play? Just want to know what's on the map.
That's a great question. I believe we have all except the egg and medallion that have both been. Sorry, the egg and the
medallion and the compass are dead.
Not the medallion, the amulet, not the medallion.
Right. So the amulet, the egg, and the compass are all gone. Yeah. So there's 3 more.
Yeah. So the book, the statue, the lodestone, and the medallion. Yeah.
Okay. And where is the book?
The book is currently in Dez's possession.
Desert? Okay.
Oh, Solstice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to run over here run over here. I'm still invisible, but I'm going to run over here.
Yep.
Sweet.
And also, I should have actually done this before your turn, but top of the round, it's going to recall the book to itself using its lair action, which brings us to Deza. It's also going to use its last legendary action for this round to go back ahead of Solstice.
Just
in
a
the initiative order.
question.
Yep.
With baby coming back, do they get to have their turn because we had to skip them with the round?
Yeah, next time around, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just sort of pops back in an initiative.
Appreciate it,
Deza,
though.
you're up.
Heck. Again.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna
What are we focusing
wedge
on?
myself in between these two and smack it with the stick.
Go ahead.
So 3 times. Suggest this one. Okay, so a 14, a 17, and an 18.
Yeah, so plus your attack modifier on all of those.
22, 25, and 26, respectively.
All of those will hit. Thank you very much, Dex.
Nice. Okay. That's 3d6, right?
Yes.
It's so each instance needs to be separate. So it's 1d6 plus modifier 3 times.
Yeah, so 1d6
That's-
plus modifier.
So that's 15. Your modifier is a +4, so that's 12. That's 27 damage.
So just by the way, because this is why this is important, because this can change the math on things. When things like resistance are in play, that's actually 5 + 4, 6 + 4, and 4 + 4. So the total actually, like the total amount that it's taking is different because it has resistance here. I'm just letting you guys know that. So that's actually 9, 10, and 8, which is.
This is magical damage, if that matters.
I am aware of that. It still has it has immunity to non-magical and resistance to magical. Which brings us to its turn.
It's
It's a moonbeam.
Okay. It's going to make a save.
It's on fire.
Yep.
That's passed, so it takes half.
Yep.
Half of
15, I
34
think.
being 17.
Yep.
And 1 point of fire.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is.
The unbelievable is it has 18 hit points, takes 17 from Moonbeam because it passed the save, and then half. Because it passed the save, it takes 17, and then it takes 1 from Dusty to bring it up to 18. If it had not been for that 1 fire damage, as the beam finally seems to cave its skull in, it's like a physical weight of pressure as the radiant damage starts to sear it. You see cracks forming at the top of it. It still seems completely and utterly calm as it looks at you all. And then this last bit of fire sort of roils up it, and it seems to be enough to make the skull sort of crack and split inward as it caves in, and it is completely gone. A number of the relics still remain around the room, but the creature itself is gone.
I want to grab the books and destroy them.
Okay.
I'll sacrifice my ability to crit.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything real quick?
I'll go for the lodestone because I imagine it's right in front of me. So it's hovering
I want
around it.
to chill touch the medallion.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll the damage on that. You'll need a single instance of at least 30.
Oh, I crit?
That's
no,
a
that's
dirty
just
20.
a hit. That's a dirty 20. But it does hit, so roll damage.
Dirty 20. Yep, cool.
That's not enough.
Chill touch won't work. Okay.
It's got to be much more.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Does it
Do we
need
only get one
30?
action in the middle of this?
Yes.
Is it 30 or 13?
30.
Okay, so can we reactivate the egg? Because the egg converts radiant to necrotic, and we can move it into it. Move it into the Moonbabe.
An Arcana check, I will say yes, you can attempt to reactivate the egg.
Litter would say, let's reactivate the egg and move the Moonbeam over this medallion and use the Moonbeam to do it, because it can't.
Great idea.
Yep.
Perfect. I'll reactivate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it 16
And I
enough?
will move the moonbeam.
I will rule that a 16 will do it. A 16 deactivated it. A 16 reactivates it.
And
Nice.
I will roll some damage. Oh, sorry. No, that was the activation. My bad. But there it is.
I mean, the damage is still there, and that is enough to do it.
Yes.
So medallion's done, amulet's done.
I'm
books
playing whack-a-mole
are
with the
done.
lodestone.
Book
It's
is done.
just
I'll snack stuff too.
At
Gotta
this
turn
point,
the egg
it's
off again.
just the statue. Yeah, statue, egg, and lodestone.
Yeah.
Turn the egg back off.
Turn the egg back off.
And here is what happens. Because you've used your action to reactivate the egg, you're not going to have another one to use another dispel magic before this happens, I'm afraid.
Okay.
As the gentleman reforms, stood behind the desk, and looks across at you all. It simply does not matter. There is no end to this for you. Only an end for me. I am tied to this multiverse. The multiverse is tied to me. I cannot be destroyed until it is. And so, you have a very simple choice. You can stay. You can defeat me over and over and over again, knowing that eventually you will slip and I will win. Or you can let me complete my ritual. The choice is yours. As it finishes, the robes fall away and the flesh rots and becomes sallow. As you see the true form of the creature eventually, as soon as it actually drags onto the map. There we go.
Oh,
This guy.
It is a lich. The multiverse itself is its phylactery. The only way to ever truly destroy it is to collapse the multiverse itself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know,
I feel like we don't have really got a choice.
Having a fight with him over and over again, because that's just what I'm about. But I know, like, the rest of us are kind of invested.
I have an idea.
Okay.
It is very risky.
I love it. Let's do it.
I could attempt to modify his memory to make him think that he actually wants to be part of this world. But I need him to not be good at wisdom.
Yeah, I got nothing for that.
Yeah, no. I could probably I don't think Fairy Fire works with these kinds of roles.
Does he speak Ignan, the fire elemental language?
As far as you're aware, it speaks all languages.
It is the multiverse.
I ask him with the roar of crackling flames that I don't think anyone else knows. Is there a way for us to control the rebirth of the multiverse?
There is a way for me to do it, because I am the multiverse and the multiverse is me. But
What?
you are just a thing. You are just matter in a shape. You have no true will beyond this reality.
Could we
You will
transfer your
always
power
be
to
lesser.
someone else?
I think at this point you're attempting to reason with someone that is not wanting the same outcome as you. It's not going to answer that question.
Okay, that's fair. I just wanted to know if there was a way to transfer it.
Insight, his conviction to this, his.
I mean, I'm going to say you're not going to have to particularly make an insight check. As far as you are aware, this creature has spent the entire span of time since the birth of this multiverse seeking to carry out this plan. This is its most fundamental goal, is to remake the multiverse in a sane and ordered fashion, a multiverse with vision and purpose rather than the abject chaos that the last multiverse was born from.
Okay. I have an idea, but it's gonna take me a while. You're just hearing a disembodied voice, by the way, guys. I'm still
Yeah, 'cause
invisible.
you're still
Just
invisible.
like, you keep moving and it's like, whoa, whoa.
I mean, in a little bit, that's probably going to end because it is a minute.
Yeah.
And we've had quite a few rounds. But yeah.
That's fine. I can cast it again.
What does
Okay.
the lodestone do?
You don't know.
I'm asking the lich.
It's not going to tell you.
It also says you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know? Fuck.
What it actually says, you would not be able to understand it even if I were to explain.
No, yeah,
Where-
it really scrambled my brain up a little bit.
The lodestone is
understand.
Can
the
I cast
lodestone is
Zone
with
of
the
Truth?
lich, right?
Yeah, it's with it. Yeah.
Are we
Cone
still
of
in
Truth?
initiative? Are we still in visible? Are we still in initiative order, or can I just cast Zone of
You
Truth?
can just cast it.
Okay, I will cast Zone of Truth around the lich.
I'll choose to fail it.
Yeah, it's going to counterspell that.
How is
Can
it counterspelling me if he can't see me?
Can I take the
Oh, sorry,
lodestone?
was that Malady casting Zone of Truth? Sorry, that's my bad. No, that would go off then.
Sweet. He needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay, he's going to willingly fail.
Okay, so now he cannot tell any lies, guys. He can only speak the truth.
Can I take the lodestone off him?
Sorry?
Can I take the lodestone off him for an
You
action?
can certainly try.
Do you mind? And I'll reach out to take it.
I do mind.
Huh? It's important then.
This is the area of Zone of Truth. Fire and elemental person, you also need to make a charisma save to see if you can tell lies. Or
I
you
voluntarily
choose
fail.
Okay,
I don't need to lie.
very good.
If the world needs to be remade, is there a way that we can save our friends?
Could we help you reshape the world?
I'm good at building.
Why would I want your help?
Why would you
You
not?
are yourselves manifestations of the same chaos I abhor. You seem to all be mistaken. You seem to all believe that you are in the position of power here, that you are negotiating with somebody who may come to the table. No. If you are negotiating, it is for your lives, for what little may be left of them, before this reality is gone entirely and a new one is born. I still have enough power. The relics, it is all smoke and mirrors. I have enough to do what I wish to do now, and so I will do it. It's going to cast Power Word Kill on Deza.
Counter spells.
Yeah, can I attempt to count?
Yeah, you can attempt to counterspell. At what level are you going to attempt to counterspell?
I just have one 5th level slot left, and I'll
Cool.
do it.
In that case, it's going to. Ooh, let me just check a quick word on counterspell.
I think you have
If
to
I can get
roll.
away with only spending a 5th level spell slot myself, then I will.
Haven't you already used your reaction to counterspell?
No.
Oh no.
Did it
Been
well.
a while
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
No, the zone of
Yeah, I
truth.
just have to be the level of spell slot, so it's going to pop a 5th level spell slot to counterspell your counterspell, and Power Word Kill goes off on Deza.
Are you dead?
Deza is very dead off that. Deza has less than 100 hit points. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, again, let's go.
Litter says, I have a family in every multiverse, and they may not remember me, but I will always remember them. And he's definitely going to try to take something off of this lich.
21.
Oh, 3.
It's okay.
Great.
Yeah. I got a plus.
Who said 21? Because that's not been added in the
Me.
actual initiative.
Melody. Did it not go
Yep.
in?
No, it's
No.
not gotten. So select your. Here, I can do it for you real quick.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is going to end up being re-rolled, but
That's fine.
hold on, it's not letting me. Basically, make sure you've got your icon selected. when you
Right.
make the roll.
As the DM, you can right-click on melodies and says add to turn or add to something.
Did it work that time?
It's there now.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay,
there we go.
23. It's better, so it's fine.
Cool. And that is everyone. Even though you're currently dead, Desi, you should probably still roll initiative. Actually, you should probably automatically go in at the bottom of the order. You know what? Just roll initiative anyway. Let's do it that way. And top of the round is Melody.
Right. I'm gonna run around to Deza, and because I didn't have to use my diamond last time, I'm gonna use it this time. I'm still invisible. Revivify.
Yep. I'm also going to say, just with how the time has worked out, this will be your last round of invisibility.
That's fair.
Cool.
Yeah. So Deza,
you're
alive.
up and you're in initiative. I'm just going to automatically pop you at the bottom of initiative order since you were dead when it was rolled.
Cool.
Anything else on your turn, Melody?
Bonus action healing word to Deza at 3rd level. That's my last 3rd level spell slot. And you get 10 points of healing to Deza, so you're on 11.
Okay, by the way, we've got an inspiration on Litter and Professor, and we've got an advantage to Litter on your next roll.
And I'm just going to move over here. Oh, how much do I move? I move from there, so that would be to there. So that's 20, so I've got another 10 feet of movement, so just did there. Great.
And there's another advantage for Litter saying Bob remembers you. Speaking of which, Litter, it's your turn. So you've got 2 advantages and an inspiration.
Yes.
All right. So it's an action to take something from the lich, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay, and it doesn't use a key point, so I can't.
The only item in its possession still is the lodestone.
Okay, that is fine. I have 1 key point left, and I've got a load of dice and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to use them. Move up. Monk does monk things and is going to attack. This one's at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Goes whack. Wow, come on, Litter. 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
I will use my last key point to request a con save, and if I can use my inspiration to impose disadvantage on the roll.
That would, I mean, inspiration. I'm allowing it to re-roll a dice that you've rolled.
Okay, I'm asking. Doesn't hurt to try.
That's all good. So con save. Let's go.
BC 16.
Oh, it fails.
It did.
Yes.
Big
It
fail.
fails.
Big
That's
fail.
really bad. That's really bad for me.
That is stunned until the end of my next turn.
Yeah.
So that is remaining advantage. I'm out of key points. So second attack, that's 22 to hit for 10 slashing. 24 to hit for 6 slashing. Because I'm out of key points.
What was the damage on the very first one? I don't think you actually rolled the damage on the first one.
Did I not? Oh, I did not. That is 9.
Okay.
So 25 total. All slashing.
All right. Which brings us to its turn. It is stunned. Baby.
Amazing. Ready to, are we just gonna kill this guy? Because, like, it's a bit of a dick. Should I focus on the body or the stone? Calls? Calls, anyone?
Destroy the stone. Destroy the stone while we can.
Awesome. Okay. Is the stone still, like, hovering around him? Or is it, like, physically, is he holding it for me? Nice and still?
It's like hovering around its
awesome.
body.
Moving target. I can do that. I'm gonna do this recklessly, and I'm gonna whack.
Okay.
Just what she does with the mole.
You don't even have to burn a reckless. You have advantage anyways.
The creature is stunned. The object is.
I'm going for the stone.
Yep.
So I'm going to take the 22 to do 12 points of magical bludgeoning.
Cool.
And
So
7
you
points of necrotic.
swing at it. It looks like you're about to connect, and then instead, you blink out of existence and reappear over there.
Okay. Where am I? I was so zoomed in that I had to zoom all the way back out again. I was like, am I on the map still? Am I in a different universe?
Somebody who remembers the shortcut to ping baby for me.
No, I found her.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, fine. And I would like to use my movement. I can go kind of like, I guess, stand behind Litter to here.
Okay, go for it.
And then I would like to use my second attack to I don't have magical items, only the mole.
Do you
What
have
else
reach? Do you have 10 feet?
No, I'm not a bugbear. I'm gonna just throw a hand axe like pathetically, like this sucks.
Cool. So with advantage.
It's a regular hand axe, so it's 8 slashing regular damage at the lodestone.
Oh, the lodestone. Okay. The axe like blinks. Just hear the axe like clatter on the ground somewhere behind you.
Just like yell rage at him.
It looks at you with a look of smugness and contempt. This is the mistake you always make. You
Yeah.
assume that the universe can allow you a victory. You assume that all things are controllable, malleable, destroyable by you if you have the willpower. You refuse to understand that you simply cannot.
That's what he tries to say, but because he's stunned, it comes across as.
I would use artistic license to say you hear the voices. You all hear the voice in your head.
In my head, awesome. I look at the team of that. Okay, so the stone is a little bit of a shit. Go for him.
Fungi, you're up.
How far away is
Moonbeam it.
speed? We're going to just moonbeam it? Okay.
It's 60 feet from you.
Okay, I'll just double check my movement speed. I don't think I can get to him in this. Nope.
Did you redo the egg yet, though?
Not yet. That is what I will. Well, sorry.
I will moonbeam because 5th level I only have one.
Okay.
Left.
It needs to make a Constitution save. Give me 1 second.
Yes.
Is the moonbeam still doing necrotic damage, or is it doing?
It'll be doing necrotic because the egg is still in play.
Right.
Yep.
So roll damage.
Damn. Sorry. Oh man.
Okay. So. Again, cool. It does take a little bit of damage, but not much. Which brings us to Solstice. How long does your wild shape last?
2 hours. I think.
Yep, you're still in wild shape then.
I would like to. There's still that lodestone there, right?
Floating around it, yeah.
Floating around it. I would like to, first of all, use my bonus action to activate a feat where I can spend a hit dice to do a little bit of healing to myself. I'll do that after. I would like to... where did I put the bloody game? Okay, I'm going to move into a square, which will set him on fire, and you'll need to take some damage. So if you could take 4 points of fire damage, and he is now on fire.
4 fire and on fire.
Yeah. Can I take the lodestone?
As an action, yes.
As my action, I'd like to take the lodestone.
Okay.
Do I understand how to destroy it?
No.
Okay.
As far as any of you can tell, it cannot be destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is going to top of the next turn. It's going to pop a legendary action. The statue comes to life. It's going to pop a Zenithal Smite. It does have to burn its own spell slots at this point, but it is more than happy to do so. It's going to pop a second level spell slot for this one, and unfortunately, I think Litter is the only available target.
Can he do that while stunned?
What the heck?
No, not really. Actually, good point. How about whatever, Professor? It's your turn.
Okay. Professor is going. The professor saw the moonbeam would have struck the most incredible blow, but was held back by the power of the egg, and so the professor will turn to be like, "I controlled you once. I will control you again." and will cast Dispel Magic on the egg.
Okay, go ahead and make a check. By the way,
11. Wait,
Not
but I have
enough.
inspiration. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Yes,
Good
you
call.
are.
you may want to roll higher than
Big
a 2,
brain
yeah,
professor time.
17 plus 9.
is enough. That re-disables it. At this point, it looks like it is inoperably disabled, and repairing it again is out of the question. Which brings us to, unless you have a bonus action, brings us to Deza. And just by the way, baby, you have inspiration.
Takes an action to stand up, doesn't it? Or half movement?
Half movement.
Half movement? Great. Okay, cool.
I mean, you're not.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, no, Deza would be prone, yeah, because you were dead.
Yeah, I was very dead. Favorite. Okay, cool. I'm going over here. I'm gonna hit him with my new stick. Again.
Advantage.
Yeah, advantage.
It's still stunned.
Advantage. And I want to use my action surge so I can attack more times. So many
Go ahead.
times. So that's... I'll be attacking 5 times, I think. 5 d20s, go! Only the 16.
14, 14, 24, 13, and 21.
The 24 and the 21 will hit.
So that's
How is
2
it?
hits.
5 attacks, sorry?
So I've got action surge. I have
You
2
do
attacks
have-
normally anyway, and I've got a bonus.
And you do have advantage.
Hold on, so
Advantage.
do you have a feature that lets you attack as a bonus action?
Do I? Oh, then it's only 4 then. Oops.
But you have
Reroll
you
those
have
each separately.
advantage, so
Yeah, reroll those each separately. Don't batch roll d20s. It doesn't help us very much, I'm afraid.
Okay. It's 16.
So with advantage, so 16 of those 2 plus your modifier, which is, let me double check. I believe you're on a +8. So yeah, so the first one hits. Roll the second one. So roll.
You did 15.
No, you
No,
have
no,
advantage
no,
on each
advantage.
of these. So each time you're going to roll 2 dice and take the highest. So 17. So that'll be another hit, and then action surge. So roll again. 2 times. Take the highest. 18 on that one, so that'll hit. And 4th attack.
3.
1, 2,
Okay, so 3 hits. So roll.
Okay, here we go.
Roll 1d6 plus 4 3 times. Sorry, 2d6. Yeah, 1d6 plus 4 3 times, please.
Okay, 1d6 plus 4 3 times. Okay. 1d6 coming up, which is 7.
Yep.
8. 7 plus 8.
I'll do the math. You just roll the next one.
Okay. and 9.
Okay, so
9.
24 in total.
Goodness.
Okay.
I just need to
I've
roll.
been awake for too long.
Which brings us to top of the round.
Melody, it's me.
Yeah, it is Melody, but lair action first.
Oh.
We're gonna get. Give me a second. Just trying to draw myself an object. We have a nice, ugly rift in space-time. Right there.
Uh-oh.
I need the 3 of you in there to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. It's a 19.
Yeah, do you have advantage from something?
No, but taking the first roll, it's still the
Okay, sure.
15.
And Lida and Deza. Wisdom save,
Dizza.
please.
Come on, Dizza.
Ooh, someone's just joined the channel as well.
There's our friend Jules.
Those all impressively passed.
Yes.
Try to get it to work. It wouldn't let me click.
This time for real.
Okay. Okay. I hope this works.
What's the plan?
Oh, is it my turn? Right, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Sorry, I thought you guys were still talking. I'm gonna cast greater invisibility on myself again.
Okay.
And I'm going to run up to the Lichy Boy, and I have a ring of Mylan shielding on my hand. Is it possible for me to put it onto the Lich? Does he have fingers?
I hate
With
to
a s-
say it, but give me a second. It would need to be attuned.
Does it need to be attuned? No, it's fine. It's attuned to me. It doesn't matter. I don't want it to be attuned to him. I just need him to be wearing it.
Okay. If it's not attuned to it, then the effect of the ring won't apply to it.
No, that's fine. But if you die while you're wearing it, your soul goes into the ring, and therefore
Only
the
if
multiverse
you're
will not be
attuned to
destroyed.
it.
Does it? Is it? It doesn't say that, does it? It just says you have to be wearing it.
So the way it works is like all of the text below requires attunement is basically saying whoever is attuned to this item, this is what
Right.
applies to them. So if you're
Okay.
attuned to it, then while wearing the ring, you get all those effects.
Right. So even if you die while wearing it and you're not attuned to it, your soul wouldn't go into the ring, or
Correct,
would you go?
because it's not attuned to it.
Never mind.
And if you died while it was wearing the ring, your soul wouldn't go into the ring because you wouldn't be wearing it.
Right. Okay. I'll keep wearing it then. Never mind. That plan doesn't work. I'm still going to be invisible. Because that's the beginning of that thing. That's an action. I am.
One could argue that a wish could forcibly attune the item.
This is true. This is
I love
true.
arguing.
All right, well, I will do that. He is now wearing the ring, but he's not attuned to it. Come on, audience, make him be attuned. That would be great. And he's going to be wearing the ring.
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
was going to say, if
run away.
we get that wish through before its next turn, then I will say that it is attuned.
Thank you. Sweet, and I'll just move behind him, invisible. I hope that
also,
works.
the person who wished for the lodestone to be disabled, nice try, doesn't work.
Oh, no.
Even an
my
audience wish
gosh.
cannot supersede the fundamental forces of the multiverse.
Right. Well, he's now wearing a ring. Please, he needs to be attuned so we can kill him.
Litter, you're up.
I am out of key points and kind of out of other options. Would I be able to use an action to tie him up with my hempen rope, using my feline agility and claws and insane movement speed to basically circle him?
I'm going to say you can attempt to. It is going to be a sleight of hand check. This is essentially not craft. It's how quickly do you get the ropes around, how quickly do you tie them, how good are the ties, and it's going to be a steep DC, but you can attempt it.
Okay, I do have one inspiration in my back pocket. So yeah, using his feline agility, his super speed, so action dash movement speed, plus feline agility is something to the magnitude of like 100 feet of movement.
This thing.
It's a blur.
Trying to hog tie it.
So this is sleight of hand, you say?
Yep.
We will go 14.
Okay. You get the rope around and you sort of try and lash and knot it together as best as possible.
I'm going to go ahead and use my inspiration just to see if his little extra movement helps with this. So inspiration spent on a 17.
Okay.
I had a 50-50 chance of making it better. I made it better. I'm happy. I can't even bonus action attack because I didn't use the key point to attack. So that is, unless it's considered a grapple, that is my turn.
Okay. All right.
He needs to take some fire damage.
Yep. Roll the damage.
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
6 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
A little bit spicier.
A little bit spicier.
Yeah.
6 points of fire damage
Doritos.
and taking half on the radiant.
As
So
radiant, because
18.
because it is radiant because egg is gone.
it is in fact radiant. As it
Preemptive.
so start of its turn, that all happens. It looks around at you all. You still haven't got it, have you? And is going to fireball on top of itself to catch all of you that are stood around it. So Melody, Litter, Deza, and Baby, I need you to all make dexterity saving throws, please.
So this one's at advantage because I can see this happening. Take that natty 20.
I know this spell. I stop it.
We have had a wish for the Lich to be attuned to the ring. Was that somebody attempting to counterspell?
Yes, counter spell, 4th level. I'm familiar with this kind of magic.
Cool.
Yes, you are.
Yep, just so, as the whole thing fizzles, it
Amusing,
looks at
so
you
good.
and shrugs. It seems
Yes.
utterly indifferent.
I love it though.
Which brings us to Baby, but before that happens, because it is no
Yes.
longer stunned, it is going to pop a legendary action. Yeah, why not? It's going to go for a smite. Doesn't even need to go for a particularly high level one here. Goes for an attack on. Actually, hold on. Yeah, no, sorry.
He's tied up. Does this require somatic?
Yeah, so here's the thing. The knots on the rope, it is sort of restricting its movement somewhat, but not enough that it can't still gesture and move its hands. I did say it was going to be a quite steep DC. I'm afraid you didn't quite get high enough.
I tried.
And it was a good plan. It was honestly a good plan. But it's going to go for a smite on Deza. So it needs to make an attack roll. I'm just going to roll this one manually. I'm tired of typing. Typing's for nerds.
That's cool.
Cool. That's that's heaps. I'm assuming a 29 will hit you, Deza.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. For a total of 18 damage. Cool.
Do you bounce back up because you haven't actually activated your half orc ability to do that yet?
Not half orc, I'm full orc.
Oh, you're full orc. Oh,
Are you the new full orc or the old full orc? Because new full orcs have that ability.
I'll let you guys work that out in your own time. Baby, you're up.
Yeah,
I just want to
okay.
keep things moving.
So I can kill this guy. I'm gonna just casually walk around. I'm gonna just stand here so we're not so close, I guess. And just look at him kind of half hog-tied.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, alright. I guess we'll just keep doing this then for eternity. I'm fine with that. I've been around for a while, and I just pull up my maul, and I'm gonna... I'll take the inspiration to make this not reckless on the first one.
So inspiration will let you reroll.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I've rerolled for the 14, but I'll take the 23 or take the 23.
Okay.
Take the 23. I'll keep the inspiration. To do the 16 and the 10.
Okay.
Magical bludgeoning and necrotic, and then I'll just do it recklessly. I got nothing left in this.
Go ahead.
Game. Let's go. We'll take the 28. Oh my gosh, I'm so close to that crit. I'm so close to that sweet, sweet crit. And then finally, I actually have my bonus action because I'm stopped having to rage every time. I'm going to use my Zealous Presence, and I just lean out, yell out this, very, I cannot say it because it is a family stream, but a very long curse word in Giant. And kind of inspire all of everyone around me who is within 60 feet, so I think that might not get...
I think it maybe just doesn't get
fungi.
Yeah, that's the only one.
But you'll get advantage on your attack rolls and your saving throws until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Which brings us to Fungi. Before your turn, it is going to use a legendary action to blink away.
Yeah, that's it.
And I do the same thing I do every time. We are going to move the moonbeam.
Okay. It needs to make a con save.
Yeah, DC 15.
So that's pass.
Yep. It is 32 damage.
Yep.
I can't
It's
do numbers.
looking
Sorry.
rough, but it's not looking finished. Anything else?
Nope.
Solstice.
Wouldn't go
Before you
there.
act, it's going to take a legendary action. That's last one for this turn to pop a smite on Litter.
Ouch. Owie. Please no.
Yeah, plus 12, that'll hit. I still have to roll the damage, so you're a lucky one.
There is a slight chance I will survive this.
There's a very low chance you'll survive this. You do not survive this.
There was a slight chance.
So 18, I'm afraid.
Poor kitty cat goes down.
Which brings us to Solstice, this time for real.
And I just got confirmation I'm down, proper. Don't have the thingy.
Oof. So that's 2 of you down. Not dead, but down.
Down.
Anything else on your turn? What's the plan?
Hang on. I drop Fire Elemental.
Okay. You are Solstice again.
And I cast Mass Healing at 5th level. I hope he's used his reaction.
He has not.
Fuck.
However, no, he does have one last 5th level spell slot. So just going to pop that to counter spell. It's a mean fight.
Yeah.
Which brings us to Professor. As you start to consider whether you truly can win this fight in perpetuity.
Drop, isn't it? Yeah. I'll just use the rest of my movement and get a little bit further away.
Okay. Then, as everything looks dark and dire, and that we may very well never leave this place, I'm going to use.
You have next player has double damage, by the way.
Oh, I am going to be attempting to use magic missile, so I will not miss. Hopefully.
Okay.
And,
at what level?
Level 2. Don't really have much above that. Yeah, magic missile, second level.
D4 plus 4. And it's double damage. So that's, wow, I mean, that's incredible rolls, but that's 8, 4, 8, and 8 for a total of 28. It's down. As the 4 beams sort of, it's the oldest trick in the book, magic missile. So they slam into it, and the last one goes through the thing's throat, and it smirks at you before it evaporates and disappears.
Can I get my friends in range and quickly cast again at 5th level? Mass Heal Word?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Does it all go in the ring?
Does it go in the ring?
So
that's not a perceptible thing, but somebody could, the person attuned to the ring, or rather if someone else can become attuned to the ring, they can put it on and find out.
So the ring is still there. So the ring sort of just
actually, you don't have to be attuned to it to have this particular feature. You can check if it's in there by simply wearing it and attempting to communicate with it telepathically.
Can I pick up the ring?
You absolutely can.
I'll pick up the ring.
Okay.
Hello.
You hear its voice in your head, still smug as ever.
Oh. Sorry, just quickly. I take 20 points of healing, and 5 other people can take 20 points of healing. I suggest the downed people.
Yeah, I don't need anybody. Littered Desert and Melody, you hear its voice respond smugly. You're the only person who can hear it. Another trick I have accounted for. We in the only room where time still flows. And you are not immortal creatures. Eventually you will rot, you will die. I will become free of this place, and my plan will begin again. You still have not won.
You
You
know,
still cannot win.
you know
And
what?
it dawns on you all, it does in fact have a point, but with the time you have wherein you can exist in this space, the time until you die a natural death, maybe with the few relics still remaining, you could figure out how to collapse the multiverse of your own volition, destroy this thing permanently, and take your chances with whether something new will be born or whether this will simply be the end of all things. Or wait until you rot and die and leave the same challenge to another hapless group of people some eons in the future, or attempt to recoup, attempt to survive and continue fighting this thing until you can't fight anymore. Unless you can think of a different option.
Melody's
The
just
Blue
going to
Bobbins?
hold the
There's some
ring
crystal
close to
right
her
there.
mouth, and she's going to say, "You know what? You think an infinite deal of nothing." And then she's going to put the ring in her pocket and not wear it.
Okay.
And that's it.
Talks a lot about time. Is there a way outside of time? Is there a way we could put it outside of time?
Well, as long as no one puts the ring on and then dies while wearing it, he's trapped in there. So we could just keep the ring safe.
Melody, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
We'll do so. And I will use my inspiration if this is terrible.
Go ahead.
20.
Litter,
Dirty 20.
Nice.
With your knowledge of not just the ring itself, having been a possessor of it, but magical items, the crafting thereof, all things are finite. Nothing is permanent. Even the oldest of relics still needs to be maintained in some way. Someday, it may be incalculable eons in the future, long enough that it's an almost meaningless span of time, but eventually, one day, it will inevitably become free again as the ring comes to rust and decay and its soul is freed back to its regular phylactery where it can begin to reform again, and your choice remains the same binary pair of options: stay and continue trying to fight it, or collapse the multiverse yourselves, take the agency away from the creature with no guarantee of what comes after.
Nature will reclaim everything. I don't want to stay here.
I can't fight anymore.
I have often gone into the unknown and I've always come out the other side. So I think we can do it. We're the best of the best, you know? Like, let's go. Let's collapse this.
Miss
My
me,
body is
friend.
falling apart.
Litter,
I have
Litter
very
can't
little
help it.
soul.
Litter is doing a very, very sleepy cat. And can we, I mean, we've got kind of a pause here. Can we just, like, take a nap? Like, he's actively looking for some form of rest because cat needs nap. And we've got time, right? We've got time. It's okay. And he just kind of curls up into a ball under the table.
It seems then that a decision has been arrived at, a decision to again plunge all reality into utter uncertainty with no guarantee of what comes beyond. With the few relics remaining, it is unclear how they will affect the subsequent multiverse, should there even be one born anew, born again from a bed of chaos. To find out what that multiverse might look like, you'll have to tune in next year. Thank you very much, everyone, for playing.
Wow.
Oh,
Hey.
so intense.
That was wonderful. Let's all just like quickly just do this for a minute to Matt, because everyone, there is like 400 people out there who are like screaming about how like intensely good of a DM you are. I'm leading the pack on that. Very well done to you.
Everyone.
Very well done, Group 8. We are at 11:59 p.m. So within the next minute, we will be done. if I could get Group 8, feel free to say your goodbyes, but everyone's kind of already had a chance to plug, so this is probably just more of like a wave goodbye. To Dusty and Matt, I'm going to be inviting people back into the chat a little bit later, so you will have chances to... you know, as part of the organizational team, to do some shout outs and stuff. So Jules and I will invite you back in shortly. So there we go. We just hit 12. Everyone feel free to drop out, say your goodbyes. And we've got we've got a ton of donations to read. So let's get into that.
Awesome.
24
Love you all.
hours,
Thanks
everyone.
for tuning in.
We did
Thanks,
it.
everyone. You guys are awesome. Awesome to,
I'm not a
awesome
dancer,
tuning.
but I enjoy doing this as a dancer. What a stream, what a team, and once again, Cluck Cancer. Alright, goodbye.
Cluck Cancer.
Cluck Cancer.
And say, just before you all leave, the 24-hour total. Now, keep in mind we were aiming for 10K. $12,716.
Oh, yeah.
That's not right, Penny. We've got 12,906.
Oh, whoa, I
is
gotta
what I'm
refresh
seeing.
again. $12,906.
Yeah.
$12,906. Thank
If
you.
you
Oh
count
my
the,
god, that's amazing.
if you count the dollars that went into people on the team, it's over.
No, that's counted in the total.
Is it?
That's
Okay,
counted
yeah.
in the total.
That's
This-
everything.
Yeah, that's everything.
Amazing. Well done,
Fantastic.
guys.
And it
Okay.
is, it's
Absolutely
everything.
incredible, everyone.
Thank you,
Yay.
Penny,
Yeah,
and thank you,
finishing.
Matt. Penny, you're amazing as always. Thank you, Matt. That was really, really fun.
No problem. We'll see you all again shortly, I'm sure.
That was
Hopefully.
Can't keep us away.
Bye.
See you
Matt-
soon,
Bye, guys.
Matt, Dusty, don't go too far. I'm gonna have you
Yep.
back in here
I
shortly.
won't. I'll just try and clear myself up a little bit. I'll see you soon.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Someone pointed out in the chat that fight was a bit like trying to fight cancer, so I'm sure whether or not meant that intentionally, that was pretty cool little metaphor for us to finish on there.
Yeah, it's always waiting to come back.
Okay, we've got
Yeah.
a little bit of stuff to get done. Congratulations, everybody. We have completed the 2022 Yes and Charity stream. We played Dungeons and Dragons for 24 hours. We raised $10,000 for charity and then some.
Some.
And then
Just a little bit.
a bit more, another fifth of what we were going for, which I think is what happened last time, right? Weren't we like 20% over the last
Yeah.
time around? Who's this?
Yeah.
Hey, Liz, just go ahead and turn off your camera for now, hon. We'll call you when to come in, okay? There we go. Okay, so, do you want to do a little story recap?
Yeah, I do. Do I remember everything that happened?
I took
Maybe?
some notes. We can go through everything really quickly if we want to, just for the people who weren't here. Because the good news is, everyone, if you missed some of this, we've been recording the entire thing. It's going to go up on YouTube within the next couple of weeks, so you will be able to come in and watch it. And we did include the chat, so you can watch the chat if you were in it and you wanted to see what people were saying. That is all available to you.
Nice.
So let me see the single sentence. Let me see the single sentence recaps I did for each group. So, group 1, a happy little romp through Avernus with an abyssal chicken turned into a hot guy.
Yeah, that chicken. He kept coming back. Go Johnny, go.
Go Johnny, go.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm going to turn you up a little bit. There we go. Slot 2, a time loop story about 4 kittens and their friend in a spooky village with no water.
Yeah, that water was really tricky. And the box I wasn't a fan of.
Slot 3, the Chaos Crew blunders through a film set looking for a McMuffin, picking fights with Union roadies and bananas.
And then it turns out to be a MacGuffin that was a McMuffin.
Yeah, the
or
McMuffin MacGuffin. Yeah, that was.
Well, we the McMuffins that we were muffined along the way. I'm not really sure what the moral of that one was, but
Yeah.
it was awesome.
Group 4. I actually took my small nap during Group 4. So what I've got here is pirates, a skyship battle, and a fluoro pink monkey in a maid outfit. Does that sound right?
Yeah, Donkey Kong kind of happened, Penny. There was a tiny little capuchin monkey in a maid's outfit that turned into a giant one that turned into a pink one that was throwing barrels. So
I'm so sad I missed that. The thing is that I was supposed to take another nap at some point, and like I said, I couldn't because groups 5, 6, 7, and 8 were just too interesting. I couldn't look away. Group 5. A sentient AI leads the group into a fashion show where a flesh dragon ruins the festivities. That was pretty fun. Thanks very much to Group 5. And ooh to the flesh dragon. Just a big ooh to the flesh dragon. Group 6. Riding a war machine through hell to a big tower. Featuring some friends like Vecna.
Yeah, just a couple of friends along the way, you know? And some hands coming back. Bit of a fight over our hand.
Yeah, there was a lot of hand stuff in that one. I'm pretty sure they tried to kill themselves more than anyone else tried to kill them. That was a great one. That was Chaos Crew 2. We had 2 Chaos Crews this year.
Yeah.
And then Group 7. The OUCH hijacks the adventure, taking the party on a procedural office adventure featuring Yu-Gi-Oh! You try and tell someone about this and they'll think that we're crazy.
I feel like that sums it up quite well, but also says nothing about how awesome that session was.
Oh, you're so right. You're so right. Cool. So, our final donation total. As we said, Jules, ring it off, love.
It's $12,906. Oof, that sounds pretty coming out of the mouth, doesn't it?
That's so intense. That is a huge amount of money. Let's go ahead and read ourselves the remaining donations, of which there are many.
We really need to work through this list.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do it like Matt and just like push through them, just like crash through all these ones real fast.
Yeah, are you going first or am I?
I'll go first.
Cool.
Frith donated $333 and said, "What a fun event. I love the dedication and time you've put in, although I do feel you all enjoyed it way too much." You're absolutely right, Frith. I would like a spell to be doubled and power put into play. Sorry, a double power spell.
Oh, nice. Then we had Jared for $50, just saying, "Cluck cancer."
And then we had Mara donated $50 and said, "In honor of my late Auntie Min for the light she brought into everyone's lives while we were lucky to have her, and support for Caitlin at Arrowspell during this game. Knock them dead, girl. Claws out. # Cluck cancer."
And then Caitlin for 50. Let's go. Final game. I hope as everyone is still alive by the time this message is read out. # Cluck cancer. # Hot Wings.
Anonymous, the International Hacker Syndicate, has been a huge fan of what we're doing here. Donated $30 and said # Cluck cancer.
Absolutely, they did. Vied $10. Final push. Go Group 8. You've been here almost the whole time.
Yeah,
stellar work.
Vahid was really early. Nova donated $50 and said, "Double advantage for Reeve, Queen of the Multiverse. Jen, I love you to pieces. You amazing being. Thank you for your continued companionship."
And then we've got Anonymous again at $20 for advantage Dusty Cluck cancer.
Here we go. We've got Jen's donated $50 and said, "Inspiration for Fungi and the Professor."
And then we've got Melissa, $120, and the wish was for the first party member to fall unconscious has the death ward. # Cluck cancer.
And then Mercedes donated $50 and said, "Good job, everyone. Nearly there."
Angela, $50, Cluck cancer. Let's get that 10K and also maybe a PS5. I like that you're honest about that.
Yeah, me too. I hope you win it. Ted donated $50. No message. Thanks, Ted.
Iris, $60. Irish / Abigail here from Group 1 to see Melody in action in the finale. Inspiration dice for Melody, Solstice, and the Professor, please. Let's get this going.
JJ donated $50 and said, "We did it, baby. # Cluck cancer." Oh, that must have been right as we hit the 10K.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Vaughn came in after we'd already hit our mark and just dropped a casual grand.
Yeah.
$1,000, just saying, "Well done, awesome adventures, and let's banish cancer from all our wonderful kingdoms."
Ruby donated $20 and said, "Advantage to the best boy Deza. Way to rep group 7.
Ryan, $50. Thanks for doing this for an awesome cause.
Destin donated $40 and said, "This is 2 for Solstice. I know you are out saving the world. Stay safe, love."
And Robert for 50 saying, y'all are amazing. Hashtag Cluck Cancer.
Sam donated $50 and said, Jules FTW.
And then Stephanie donated 50 and said, these games have been so fun to watch. Cluck Cancer.
Gary donated $100 and wished for Johnny's Abyssal Chicken form to return, which I actually don't think ended up happening. So that's kind of unfortunate. But like we said in the thing, the DMs are the ones who decide on the wishes. Not every wish gets implemented. Very sorry that didn't happen. But Johnny lives on in all of our hearts, right next to Kevin.
I'll jump in real quick. It was subtle, and I can't blame you for missing it, but that wish got actively counterspelled.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah.
I missed that. Apologies, dude. Joanna for 30, inspiration for melody with love from Sarah Fayan.
Brendan donated $50, an amazing team and an amazing 24 hours. Well done all.
Anthony for $50. Big ups, Charlie. You guys are amazing.
Ethan donated $50. It's the final countdown. Let's go team. Hashtag Cluck Cancer.
And Reese, $20. Advantage for any player, but just not the DM.
Vahid, another $10, said, yes, and team, you guys are amazing. Thanks for the wonderful 24 hours.
And Penny, I don't know who this one is, but
some troublemaker.
They cast a $100 wish to have the 9th level spell Mass Heal. I love Penny.
Who knows who that was? Bo donated $50 and said, save baby, can I give baby advantage?
Millie for $50. Thank you all for doing this.
Melissa donated $100 and said, wish, cast mass heal to the party. Melody can allot the HP. So that was the fact that we got 2 mass heals. First one got counterspelled, second one went through. My one was useless. Melissa's one actually went up. I mean, the other Penny's one was useless. Melissa's one was the real one.
So then we've got Alexandra for 140. One inspiration for each group 8 player. Good luck, everyone.
And I think that one actually got misinterpreted, but that's the way that the dice fall sometimes. Jen donated $20 and said advantage to litter.
Alex donated 50. You guys are all awesome. Go Dusty. Kick some ass.
Chanel donated $50 and said inspiration to litter and professor. Nice work, everyone.
And Ethan donated 20 and said, advantage for litter. Bob remembers you.
That's kind of sweet. For the forgotten middle child, someone remembered. Abby donated $20 and said, been amazing 24 hours. Kudos to absolutely everyone involved. Inspo to my party member baby.
And Neil donated $100 and said, I wish for the lodestone to be disabled.
That one was honestly a nice try, but that one, we needed 2,000, not 100 for that one. So, good. I mean, it was good of you to have a go.
Yeah.
Oh, and a quick correction. The lodestone is simply undisableable, full stop. Something has to still be there to give birth to a new multiverse.
Oh, I see. Okay. Sorry if that was way too loud. Jen donated $100 and said, I wish for the Lich to be attuned to the ring, which was the thing that like kind of ended the game for us, which was made for a really interesting ending, actually.
Yeah, and then Papa Quest book comes in clutch with the $100 wish for double damage for a player.
V came in with $50 at the end. So proud of all the work everyone has put into smash donation goals and play an amazing game over the last 24 hours. Go team.
And then Anonymous finishing us off with a $40 donation. Blessings from the multiverse finale squad.
And in total, throughout Group 8, we raised 3,584 just in that last slot in total. So really, really good work. We still have a list of people that we want to shout out, but everyone who's waiting, come on in. Come hang out. I'm going to take the game down.
By the way, Matt, they got 1,200 in.
Because I like right at the top of the block, I saw a message that just said, we've already raised 2,000, and I went, wow, these people are going to be pissed when they find out there's a $2,000 donation incentive. Could I also take a quick second to shout my stuff out? I didn't quite get a chance.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna. Yeah. That was what I was gonna offer you. Go ahead and do that
awesome. Now. Well, I can be hired out through Questbook. Might as well put that one off the right out the gate. But main thing you'll find me doing is I have a blog where I discuss all kinds of things relating to DMing. I haven't been able to put anything on it for a while because I've been focusing on things like this. But you can find that at my web store where I also have third-party player options and things like that at apothecary.press. Yeah, you should be able to find that all there. You'll find links through to the store and everything. aside from that, you'll see me popping up in all kinds of other projects and things. And also, I actually work for the Cancer Society. So on behalf of all of us at the Cancer Society, I also want to give a massive thanks to obviously the entire rest of this team, all of the audience that have given so incredibly generously. This is right around Daffodil Day, so this is a massive time of year for us. This is actually when we do the majority of our fundraising. So the fact that you guys have got on board in the best way you know how means so much to us. I go into that office, I work there every day. I see the lodgings where we have patients actively living. We have nurses there all around the clock. The floor below me is where all of our psychology services operate out of, helping patients, helping their families. I meet the volunteers, whether they be, your bucket shakers on Daffodil Day or people driving patients to and from their appointments. Before I worked at the Cancer Society, I genuinely had no idea how much work is going on there. It's so much more than just helping fund research. So much active things are being done to support people dealing with cancer and their friends and whānau as well. So thank you all so much. This really means a lot to us.
Thank you so much for your hard work too. Before we go into acknowledgements to the people on the screen and people off the screen, let's go ahead and draw ourselves a quarter four prize. Can I have a volunteer, just one person, to roll me 1d24, please? And this is for the bespoke...
1d27.
Oh, is it 27?
No, never mind. Amy is going insane.
Amy is running off pure
caffeine.
This is what happens when you correct the Overlord.
Yeah.
I'll get 1d24, please, just from one person. Do we have a volunteer to do that?
And to be clear, it's not these ones. These are mine. You can't have them. But these are just examples of what you could be winning.
All right, I'm going to choose someone. Matt, can you go ahead and roll 1d24, please? And this is not the PS5. This is for the Bespoke Boutique gift bundle.
Right. 1d24. Let's take a look. 11.
11? That would be Ted. Ted, you came in, you donated, you had no message, and you walked away with something, and I hope you had a good time.
Well done.
Ted.
Congrats.
Well done.
Beautiful.
Ted, if you are here, if you are right here at the moment, the way to get your prize is to email us at yesandcharitystream@gmail.com. We will get your information. Like, basically, give me your name, give me your postal address. I already know that your name's Ted, but give me the rest of it. And we'll get you out that Bespoke Boutique bundle, and we really hope that you enjoy it. So, Ted, fingers crossed that you're out there somewhere. If someone knows Ted, I'm sure I can find out their last name later. We'll figure it out. Does someone actually know Ted? I can't tell.
No, I'm just like poke them if they're sitting next.
Oh yeah,
Ted fans out there.
But it does look like we've got another last donation. I can't refresh the page because I'm trying to do too many other things.
We've got the mods on it. Shout out to the mods.
We just cracked 13k and we're not even playing anymore.
You guys are too good.
That was from. So there's two more. T donated $50 and said for baby, and Caitlin donated $45 and said 13k. Let's go. That puts us at $13,001. So thank you very much, T, and thank you very much, Caitlin. We will
Thank you both.
We will get T. Let's get T into that prize draw for the PS5 because that is $50.
Absolutely.
And let's make sure that that is all sorted for. We'll get all those quarter four people down there. You've already done it. Look at you. So when we get there, I'm gonna have. Yep.
The PS5 bundle, of course, being donated by Mighty Ape. Big ups and thank yous to our huge sponsor, Mighty Ape, for donating this PS5 console and the Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance game that'll see you playing D&D at home.
I actually want to play that game. It looks really fun. So while we're on the topic of our sponsors, thank you very much to everyone who decided to sponsor the show. Thanks to you, we had so much cool stuff to give away. I imagine that probably hugely increased our audience and hugely increased the amount of money we were able to raise. So thanks very much to Keystone Miniatures for the miniature bundle. And I'll pull up my thing and we'll see who won it. That was won by Yosei Walters Rangatahi. Thank you very much to where is it? Game Kings, who provided the second bundle.
Game?
That was won by Stefan. Thank you very much to Dice Goblin and Flightless Nerd, who provided the Q3 bundle. That was won by Neil. And thank you very much to Bespoke Boutique, who provided the Q4 bundle that, as we all know, was won by Ted. And thank you, additional thanks to Flightless Nerd for providing all of the spot prizes, all the cool dice bags, and like all the stuff that we're going to send out there. So thank you very much to all of our sponsors for jumping on, being part of the show.
Amazing.
And a big
amazing work, everyone.
Big shout out to those mods working really hard behind the scenes, crew. Everybody who has been throwing us numbers and facts and donations and all of this information and keeping the Twitch stream hyped and informed. We could not do it without you. And that is Amy that we can see there, Joanna, Dusty there. No, I don't know where I'm pointing. Purdie, Abby, Peter, Sparkle, Mikey, Ruby, Micah, Claire, Alice, and Scott. You're all incredible, and we love you. I'm sure Amy has more to say.
Oh my god, I could talk hours for my mods. I cannot thank you guys enough. I had so much help of people just coming in, going, how can we help? What are we doing? Hyping up chat. I have people who've been here for full 24 hours with me, 24-hour crew.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, you have made a girl who deals with a lot of anxiety and was very nervous about this working so proud. And I love mods.
Amy, you're incredible. You've done an amazing job. You are the behind-the-scenes maven, and you absolutely made everything run so smoothly. We really couldn't have done it without you.
You're going to make me cry my makeup off again.
I've just posted the names of all the players in the group chat, so hopefully maybe we can take some turns reading those players and just shouting them all out. Let's shout them out by name. Jordan, you were DM1, so why don't you shout out Group 1 and we'll just go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. What chat did we put those in?
Mod Team Private Chat.
Beautiful. So look, my players were absolutely fantastic. Loved you all. So big thank you to Iris, to Micah, to Ange, Robert, Caitlin, and just fantastic job in that final session, Caitlin. And thank you much to two amazing backups, Claire and Tom. Just phenomenal working with all of you.
Liz, you want to go? Oh no, I'll get you to do Group 3. Dusty, Dusty, you want to thank Group 2? Oh, actually, Jules, you thank Group 2. You were in it.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Group 3 because I was in it.
My kittens, my lovely kittens. So yes, I was there, but also I couldn't have done any of it without the crew for Dex, Cordy, Jenna, Tony, and the backups, Caleb and Ethan. You were all absolutely outstanding. You made it a whole load of fun, including the backup like prep games. They were very fun. Thank you to my kittens.
Liz, go ahead for Group 3.
All right. I was part of Group 3, the original Chaos crew. And in addition to DM Waffles, I'd like to shout out Brad, Frankie, Thomas, Dusty, you're right there. And also to our backups, Ian and River, who we really couldn't have done it without you two. River is the one who made the art that was featured heavily in our section. And I've just had such an amazing time playing with all of you guys. You're all really... And I'm looking forward to playing with you again.
Extra shout out to River, who was there with all the practice games with me. Paula, I'll see you again once I figure out if I escape this fucking hellhole. Excuse me, that's my one swear, right, Penny?
Yeah, sure, why not?
We'll get one.
Why don't you go ahead and thank Group 4?
Okay, thanks to Hamish, Adam, Tom, Jen, Michael, sorry, Barry, Lyndon, and Oscar. I spent the 3 hours of that chatting with Oscar and Michael, and we had a blast. I hope the game went well. Thank you for
Matt, you want to hit Group 5?
I can. I feel a little bit bad because I was asleep for this one. But Carmen, Peter, Dawn, Alex, Scott, and Ethan, the backup player. I have not met any of you, but thank you.
Amy, you want to hit group 6?
Sure. Shout out to amazing group 6. Mark, Purdie, Abby, Bodie, Gareth, and our backups, Josh and Georgina.
And then hang on, I'm just pasting something else in after a request because I've got it all written down. And then I'll take group 7. Thank you very much to Jasha, Peyton, Brendan, Charlie, Jack, and the backups Mike and Claudia. We had so many players involved in this, and like this would not work if so many people didn't put their hands up. And I was like, cool. Good luck at 3 a.m. And they're like, yeah, that's great. That's awesome. Thanks so much. So that's really cool. Thank you very much to all of our DMs, Jordan, Azul, Waffles, Daniel, Gaz, Stephen, Ruby, and Matt. There is so much work that goes into this, and it does not help when I'm standing behind them being like, make sure they're in the same multiverse, make sure that you don't give away any of our lore, make sure that they're in the same, make sure they're in the same place. Like, it's not helpful. So there's so much work that goes into that, and so I genuinely appreciate how far you are willing to meet me so much further than halfway on what I was asking for here. So if you were a DM in the show, thank you so much for your time. Someone want to thank the backup DMs?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much to the backup DMs. We didn't get to see your stories. We know how hard you've worked on them, and we really, really appreciate all of the hard work that you've all put into our stream. Mark, Daniel, Gnome, Dusty, River, and Amy, you are all incredible, and I hope use your scenarios at a point in the future.
Yeah,
every
I just
every
know
good
they're
DM
amazing.
knows that an unrun session is just content for another day.
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely.
So I do hope that the DMs who didn't get to play their sessions might be interested in playing their games later as bonus content. And speaking of bonus content, at some point we are going to put up, so there's like a ton of Yes and content that you all didn't see. It was all the warm-up games. It was all the time the characters got like time to get together and play those warm-up games. Some of these backup games will also be bonus content. You will be able to unlock those by donating a small amount of money to I was going to say to the Yes and charity stream. No, you'll be able to donate those by you'll be able to access those by donating a small amount of money to the Cancer Society. We're going to set that up so basically you'll be able to just like throw a couple of bucks to unlock 3 or 4 hours of extra content. Maybe if you enjoyed one of the groups in particular, those will be available in their entirety. Every group has at least one. Some groups have multiples, so that's going to be really cool. Who's next?
And that way you'll get to see some of the backup DMs, and you'll get to see some of the backup players as well. So
That's
if you're
right.
interested in seeing a behind the scenes excitement, that's exactly where you need to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Next up, the audience. Let me have a look at it right now because we haven't been playing D&D for like half an hour and there's 102 of you still here. So audience,
the true heroes.
How many of them are asleep at their keyboards?
the audience, basically throughout this entire thing, we were between the #1 D&D like stream on Twitch and like I think the lowest we ever got was like the 4th. So like we were top
page,
5,
baby!
We were front page, top in the world D&D streams over the last 24 hours, and we could not have done that without the audience. Thank you for being here. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for donating. Thank you for spreading the love. And aside from that one guy who wanted us to watch boxing instead, everyone here, well, like, that's a great idea, right? Let's go to the D&D and make them watch sport. That's not going to work out very well for
Some
you.
guy looking for an illegal restream.
aside from that one guy, everyone was so cool and upbeat and positive, and I had so much fun watching the chat for the last 24 hours minus a small nap. So thank you.
And Amy got to have fun swinging her banhammer at them guys. So, you know, good all around.
So thank you, audience, for being here. Thank you for having a wonderful time. Thank you for donating. Thank you for putting together $13,000 to help the Cancer Society. That's just hella cool. I guess before we wrap up, I'm just going to, all these people around here, all these people that surround me, there's plus a few extras who aren't here right now because I imagine they're probably asleep. This is the organizational squad. The SN charity stream wouldn't have happened without the people that you see on screen right now. From the top corner, we've got Amy, we've got Dusty, we've got Jules, over here we've got Jordan, over here we've got Matt, underneath me we've got Liz. If any of you want to say anything or thank anyone in your lives, now's the time to do so.
The stream granddad, cluck cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag Black Cancer.
Cancer.
Thank you, everyone.
I think it's all been said. Just thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And a quick shout out to our host too, because, you know, much love to Penny for organising all this chaos.
I thought you meant gaming for charity. I was like, oh, cool, gaming for charity. I forgot to shout them out.
Right here.
I mean, gaming for charity is cool
I was going
too.
to say, that would be a good one. Sanjay, who operates Gaming for Charity, who got this all together. And I just want to say, he doesn't take any cut. Every single dollar donated goes directly to the charity. The payment platform eats the transaction fees. Sanjay isn't taking any cut from this whatsoever. So he's hosting the site. He's putting in the work. He's doing all of this, and he's even doing his own fundraiser this year for the Cancer Society through the Gaming for Charity platform. So an absolutely fantastic guy to have in the community, and a little bit of an unseen face, I suppose, because obviously we all see the Gaming for Charity interface, and we don't really see the guy behind it. So big shout out to Sanjay.
Thank you so much, Sanjay. That's so awesome of you. And thanks to Jules for co-hosting with me this year. It was a lot easier. I didn't lose my voice, and I had someone to talk to while I was on here. So thank you very much, Jules, for being here.
So getting shout outs to George and Mark, our Roll20.
That's
leads.
right.
Yes. Roll20.
Our whole Roll20 team.
Yeah, without our Roll20 team, this would not have worked. So thank you so much. I saw the work that you're putting in. I saw the time. I sat with Mark last night for an hour and a half and put together a bunch of maps that did not get used, and he did not seem to mind just hanging out with me and working on Roll20. So thank you so much, George, for giving us your account with all the stuff pre-purchased on it. Thank you very much, Mark, for putting in the time, and thank you, Scott and Tom, as well, for being part of the Roll20 team. And I think that's
this amazing team as well. For context for our audience, this wasn't just today. For the last couple of months, they've been running tutorials, workshops. They've been on call almost 24/7. 4 months out. Why would you answer our messages at 12 p.m. midnight? But you did. Absolutely fantastic work.
We started working on this. I believe we started working on this in March. Was when we had the first sort of get together,
right, yeah.
and we were like, "Shit, we need to get started." Sorry, I'm not supposed to swear.
That's your one.
That's your one.
Yeah. You saved it right to the end.
That's mine.
If you don't mind, I just want to say one more thing, which is just if anybody out there is already doing it hard, or you and your whānau are doing it hard, kia kaha and aroha nui. We're all here with you. We love you. And to my own family, much love, Burgesses. We're going to get through this. We'll be all right. Yeah. And on to the big donation, which is very exciting.
Yeah. Shall we draw a PS5, guys?
That's what we're all still here for. That's why there's still 100 people in the chat.
Yeah, that's what they're all waiting for. They're just stop talking and give me a PlayStation.
I want a PlayStation.
Jordan, why don't you do the honors? We have 79 people who donated 50 bucks throughout the course of the show. So we're going to roll a 1d79, and someone who donated 50 bucks is going to win the PS5 bundle. This is the one we've all been waiting for.
Oh my God, are you ready?
I'm so ready. I hope it's me.
Your fate is in my hands.
I feel like we should be doing a
Okay, we have our number.
What is it?
Right.
The winner of the PS5 bundle is lucky number 74.
Holy moly, that's right towards the end.
Yeah.
74. Who is it?
If your name is Anthony and you donated in Q4, right towards the end, the fifth to last person to donate out of any of the $50 ones.
I'm waiting for somebody to go off in the chat oh my God.
Yeah, somebody start freaking out because you were just here 2 hours ago. So
come on, Anthony.
Anthony, we want to see you here.
Oh,
someone
well
put
played,
up your
friend.
hand. Well
Their
done.
exact donation message was big ups, Charlie. You guys were amazing.
River, your name is not
Yes, I'm
Anthony.
Nice try though.
Charlie,
River.
go find out who this Anthony is and go poke them.
Oh, it's fine. I'll be able to contact them. Anthony, if you are here and you are just shy like the people who win the lotto and you want a PS5, email us at yesandcharitystream at Micah, your name's not Anthony. Email us at yesandcharitystream@gmail.com. Get us your details and we will get that stuff out to you. We'll send those details to Mighty Ape. It'll come straight out to you. So I genuinely hope you have fun. Guys, we started half an hour early. We finished half an hour late, so this is technically a 25-hour stream. If anybody else has anything that they want to say, please go ahead. Otherwise, for me, I think that's kakite ano.
I think just see you next year, right?
Yeah, see you next year.
Absolutely.
Are we set up to raid? Because the Dice Legends is currently
We should do
live.
that.
I think
let's do that.
I think that's a
Dice
conversation. I am going to sleep. I'm sleeping.
Watch the whole show and then start running a game.
We're doing this like next week, right?
Yeah.
We're doing this again.
Yeah.
Week?
Yeah.
A monthly show.
See my Icewind Dale players in an hour. Yeah.
Okay to everyone.
So if
Love you
anyone
all.
wants to stick around and raid Dice Legends, please do so. I am leaving. Good night, everybody.
You have to raid them.
Oh, it's the
Penny,
day.
you have.
Good day, everybody.
I will message you, Penny, and instruct
I
you.
don't know how. Someone's going to have to tell me.
Exactly.
We're gonna tell you how to do it, but you have to do it because you're the leader.
Okay, fine.
So professional.
I thought I could just leave. Liv's going to
We
show.
only stream once a year.
Can you do it?
Liv has got this. Yay, Liv!
Live.
The name of the Twitch is Dice Legends, right? I can search
Dice
for
Legends.
it.
No, it's fine. Okay.
They're in my. They're currently
Yeah,
live.
go Dice,
Yeah.
DICELEGENZ.
Please hold.
That's the correct.
Is it Dice
Hold while
Legends
we
NZ
connect
or
your
just
call.
Dice Legends?
Dice LEGENZ. No D.
NZ.
NZ. Because they
in-
live in New Zealand.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So LEGENZ.
But yeah.
Great.
So thanks
Cool, so I
to
just
thanks
push
to
enter?
Vahid, who I kept seeing. He's
yeah,
the
'cause
DM
it'll
of
give
Dice
you,
Legends,
yes.
and he kept popping up every
It'll
couple of
give you a
hours,
little,
popping in $10. He's been here
over
with us,
time to see who's ready
we're
to raid. People
stuck
get the chance
out to
opt
get ready. But now,
Look how many people
when
3,
we're ready,
2,
we're gonna
1.
go in
and
and raid. Woo!
We did it!